Hey, everybody! Welcome to Tavern Knights.
Hello.
We just heard that. Yeah, let me just make sure everything's working. Looks like my mic's working. I think you guys are working. Yeah, I see the mic going up. Okay. So welcome back. This is like episode 23 now, I think. Since we've been streaming. So, welcome to the show. For anyone that's not familiar, this is a D&D 5e campaign based in the world of Greyhawk. We've been going for a year and a half now, I think.
We're approaching 2 years, like overall, in terms of the entire start of the campaign.
That's true, because we actually started. Well, did we start in the? I can't remember if we started in the spring or the fall.
Nope, October, I believe.
Okay, I thought that's when we started streaming. Was in October. No, we started streaming in April.
No.
Our very first session was October 4th of 2019.
Okay, so we are coming up on 2 years. Okay.
That was when we started, and then we actually launched our stream about 1 year after we started, which I think was like October of last year of 2020.
Okay. All right. So, but yes. So it's this. Normally there are more people. We've had a couple people that haven't been able to make it, and they're probably stepping away from the campaign. And then we've got Rich, who plays Octavian, the cleric of the group, who was unable to make it tonight. He might be on later. He said that's at this point unsure. So just
to do some recruiting.
Yeah. The problem is that we're going to be also going back to an in-person game real soon, so we have to find somebody that can do it. If this was still in the middle of the pandemic, I've got multiple people I could ask that are in other parts of the country that might be able to play. So, but that said, ding, fries are done. To just as a quick recap. You guys are in the city of Greyhawk now. You are
finally.
You are at the end of your first day. It's taken us 2 sessions to get through your first day of Greyhawk, and you went to a couple of magic shops earlier in the day. You went and visited Maudlin, Euchariah's adoptive mother. You explored a little bit around the city. You went and talked to a knight up in the garden quarter to investigate a different mystery that you guys are trying to figure out. You guys have a couple of different paths that you're looking at right now. You've got the Maudlin who has asked you to look into some missing children, and you have the book that Klimbram borrowed from the Temple of the Open Mind, where that basically has a ghost inside the book named Sarah that was murdered 5 years ago and wants you to, and you're trying to figure out what happened to her. So, and then last week you also found you guys are settled in at the Barge Inn, which is a dwarf run inn, one of the more rough and tumble ones.
Right.
You're in kind of a rough and tumble area actually, because you've got the Barge Inn, which is a mostly dwarven bar, but you also see some other like river folk and some other sailors in there. But then you also have just down the street and on the other side is this bar called the Pit, which is where you guys were going, because you had heard that they have a fighting pit in the basement. Oh, we didn't hear you, Renee.
Yeah, they do.
So what we're going to do is, because I didn't have the maps loaded up last week, I'm going to take you guys through the bar just so you can kind of see what it was that you were missing.
But I think we saw a little bit of how it worked. We placed a couple bets on some of the fights.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was trying to listen to the end of the episode because I didn't mark down who bet on what.
There were multiple ones, and I think that as it was coming along, you informed us what the odds were, and we each kind of placed random bets, and then we knew that Clembrum was signing up to be a participant in it, and I believe it ended with her fight coming up.
Yeah, her fight was going to be the next one.
Yep, and Octavian cast Death Ward on Clembrum.
Yes, I think that you want to make sure that is well known. How long does that last?
1 hour, I believe.
I actually have Octavian's character sheet pulled up in case if we need to play anything, I can play on his behalf right now.
Okay. It is 8 hours for Death Ward, by the way.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
That was a level 4th spell slot that he put on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, Death Lord is not a bullshit spell, man. That's a good one.
I think that's like, like most clerics can do like one thing a day. That's just kind of like, and that's their thing. I think that's his.
If he has, yeah, that might be a.
No, it did use a spell slot up, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually just a spell slot for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think that's part of. That's not. I don't think that's one of his channel divinities.
But the
That's
first time the
is.
target drops
That's
to
what
0, but if you drop to 0 hit points, as a result of taking damage, you instead drop to 1 hit point, and the spell ends. So, if the spell is still in effect and the target is subject to an effect that would kill it instantly without dealing damage, the effect's instead negated against the target, and the spell ends. So I think that if, like, in the fight, like, you went down to 0 hit points, it doesn't count, and you immediately stay at 1. So you're good for maybe one more round, essentially.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it gives you just a minute, or just a few seconds.
For what?
The life clear. Oh no, there it is. Life domain. Oh, you know what? He got that. That's actually a spell that he gets at 7th level.
No,
it's actually one of his. It's one of his life domain spells.
Oh, really?
Yep. 7th level is another one. 9th level is the last time he gets one. He gets those. Basically, he. Let's see what they are. Life domain.
But still, like, it would come in handy in this type of fight to kind of give you the edge for one more attack. It'd be a little bit more difficult, I would think, in a group combat. That could be really beneficial, so that way you can get out or.
Okay, yeah. So that's one. It doesn't count towards the number of spells he can prepare each day. He always has that prepared.
Oh, okay. It's nice. I wish I had something like that.
They got to give clerics something.
Oh, something? Clerics
clerics have got some, there's some pretty serious spells, man.
There's some serious spells, but they don't get a lot of like abilities like the rest of you do. They can just cast the healing spells. That's really what it is. And they got rid of the thing where you don't have to, if you're a good cleric, you don't have to ever prepare a cure spell, a cure wound spell, because you always have it. You can always convert one of your other spells into it.
You can always, yeah.
Because now they've got spell slots where you can cast any of your spells. So
right.
All right. So you have arrived at the pit. Well, we won't role play through all that stuff. I'll just kind of walk you guys through so you can see what it is, so you know what you're dealing with, just in case anything happens and you need to make a quick escape. So
is that foreshadowing, DM?
Yeah, that's a little
no, never. So let me move you guys over to the map.
Say things like that. It makes me want to be like Lauka and fireball it randomly.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna burn this fucker to the ground.
I will actually switch us over to. Oh, no, that's that one. It is this one. Okay, there we go. And I've just moved the map over so people can see.
I can't see anything. I see a dim.
Oh, there's no light outside.
over myself right now.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Is there anyone else seeing that?
Yeah,
No, I see the whole thing.
Yeah, it's because you have dark vision. It's there.
Oh.
I didn't put a light source outside. Hold on, I can fix this. We'll just go there, and we'll just do that.
There we go.
Fine, I'm just gonna make this.
But I can only see one room.
2 bright light 0. Just dim light. There we go. So now you should be able to see the yeah, you're basically in an alley. You're on a street.
Oh, as we're approaching it, you're saying.
Yes,
So
yeah,
we're
you're on the
outside.
outside. You're outside of it.
Okay.
So the door to the pit is right there to the south of you.
I open it. And
Did I put light inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I did. No, I did not. Hold on. Damn it. I knew I forgot something. Wouldn't be a Nerds with Alcohol show without
It looks brightly lit to me. Looks lit up.
you have dark vision.
Well, I do. That's true.
I'm getting a
It
really
is a
weird,
dimly lit bar.
I'm getting a really weird view though. Right now, you have a quarter of a circle. Oh, there we go. Now it's opened up.
Yeah, I had to. You got to give me time, Pete.
Well, it was just really odd the way that it was. It was like a quarter of a circle and then a direct line of sight out of the door.
Yeah, it's because of where light
odd.
sources are.
Gotcha.
So now you have a dim view of the bar is kind of dim and dingy. And so before you move on, then let me go ahead and light up the rest of the place because I didn't do this. I think I did the other map though. So let me just this. I'm doing real quick and dirty light sources. So
Did you want me to control Octavian for right now?
Yeah, if you want to. Give me a second to give you control of him. This, and if I can remember how to do that, there it is. Configure permissions, and there is Uriah. There he is. You are currently now owner of Octavian as well. So you should be able to move.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So the door that you guys went through, that you paid the orc, Pete, you paid him 4 gold. Everyone else only had to pay him 1.
That's right. I thought about it afterwards. I should have used like charm person or something like that to try and convince him otherwise. But it's already in the past.
That's the half orc there. So you guys went in here, and that's where you met Bella.
Bella was again
the tiefling behind the desk.
right.
She's the one that took down Klimbrum's name.
Right.
And then you said you were told, all right, just head on down the stairs. So you headed down the stairs, and now give me 1 moment, and I will move you to the other map. Double check lighting. Yep, that one I did go through lighting because I spent a lot of time on that. And I have you already on the stairs here, so we'll just move you to the stairs. And there we go. And you come in, and you hear a lot of people talking. This is just to give you an idea. There's actually more people in here than this, but I didn't want to put like so many in here that you guys couldn't move around. Basically, consider this a full bar. I mean, they're not packed in there like sardines, but it's very full. There's a lot of people in here. Most of them are sailors. A few of them, you can tell. There's actually some that are dressed in nicer clothes, but they look like they're trying to dress down. This bar over here is serving drinks, but they also have a big chalkboard up on the wall, big slate with names written. And you see,
Alrighty.
and you
Of the
s-
fighters.
and you see numbers next to them too, like.
Spotted horse cannot be killed by bullet.
Like, are they odds?
Yeah, they're odds.
Sorry, that's a bit of an obscure movie reference. Sorry, guys.
So, and then the pit, as
Way
you
to
look
date
at
yourself.
it, there are pillars, like small. The pillars are only, they're more like posts. They are actually made out of steel, and they are iron, and they come up, and they're only about probably 4 feet high, and then there's chains that run through them around the pit, and there are 2 ladders, one by where Climbram is and one in the other corner, that go down into the pit. The pit is about 6 feet below where you guys are. Actually, I take that back. The pit's about 10 feet below where you are.
And is it dirt or is it also stone?
It is dirt, and you can see like old blood mixed in. It's kind of a sandy.
Old blood mixed in.
Yeah, that's what all these little like.
Nice.
That's not sanitary.
But yeah, they so yeah, they sorry, I'm just doing something here.
Just curious, is this like an underground type thing that is like kept away from the guard, or is this like legal like pit fighting?
You don't know. You just got here. Your first day.
I mean, just from what we've able to observe,
Make
does it seem like that type?
I'd
of
say make a history
establishment?
check.
History check. Okay. Oh wow, 19 plus 3, 22.
With what you've read about Greyhawk and things like that, odds are this is not legal.
Okay.
Because of course it's not.
I just like whisper to Climbram, man. Hey, you sure you want to do this? I mean, I don't know. We might get in trouble. I'm like, so far we've sort of done everything on the up and up to this point.
I need this for me.
All right, just saying. It looks a little on the shady side.
Well, there's a lot of things here in this town that are going to be shady there, Euchariah. I think we should let Climbram test her mettle here, so to speak. We'll be here for in case something unfortunate goes down. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Just in case, I think we need to keep an eye out until we depart.
All right, so you see that the odds on Climbram are 2 to 1 against.
Oh wow!
He's a brand new fighter. He's an unknown.
An unknown quantity, of course.
Who's she going up against?
I'm new and I'm
Who's she
tiny.
going up against?
She's going up against somebody named Torgar.
Do we know what
Was he a
Torgar
human?
is? Yeah.
You don't know yet. You just see it on
Oh,
the,
I
on the
wasn't sure if
board.
we had seen him.
No, you don't know who Torgar is. You just see the name on the board.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, Yukarai, I haven't had a decent sparring match since Bannock left. I've been punching trees for the last couple weeks.
Aye, there's a lot of bruised trees from here all the way to back home.
Yeah, and the poor
You're
mass
being-
on the ship.
There'd be even more if we weren't on the water for a while.
So we had gone through a couple of fights, and then it's now Climbram's fight. that comes up. And are you guys placing any bets before the fight?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I will bet 50 gold on Klimbrum,
Oh,
and I think Octavian will do the same.
Okay. You do that over here at the counter.
I'll go over to the counter and
Okay.
place my bet on Klimbrum because I know her capabilities.
Okay.
Just looking around, does this? You said that this place is kind of like dimly lit.
Yeah. There's like
Is it-
sputtering torches and stuff on the walls, and
Is it dimly lit enough to know I know that it's in Klimbrum's advantage?
no magic.
Yeah.
Is that magic technically?
I mean,
Is that
This is a-
technically magic though?
so this is a debate that both Klimbrum and the GM have on a semi-regular basis. Of I don't actually do magic, but it's magic.
it's
It
magic.
has the appearance of magic to anyone who can't do it.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
If a reasonable person would consider it magic, it's magic.
Okay, just curious. Is there any type of like anti-magic like thing here? Like if like with what she has on her, can we tell like it would like does like Death Ward give her like a magical aura by chance?
No.
Or oh, okay, so that wouldn't be able to be detected.
No.
Okay, I was just curious from general standpoint. Either way, I would still place the same bet, and I think Octavian would do the same.
Okay. And by the way, there are a number of very large individuals that you see moving around through the crowd, just keeping an eye on things. They're obviously bouncers.
I will behave myself.
As a matter of fact, you see a fight break out over on the other side, and you see two of them go in and pretty much knock the guys out and start dragging them up the stairs.
Yes. No cheating.
No fighting, but in the pit. All right, so Klimbrum, you go in right there by where you are. And on the other side climbs down a
Klimbrum?
a large largely built human male. No shirt, like loose pants, got a sash around his waist, kind of looks sort of piratey. He has multiple scars, particularly on his back. They look like whip scars.
Oh,
Ouch. But yeah, before I climb down, I go to Uriah and fist bump and team pint size.
you got this.
So I'm gonna go and try.
Right. All right. So here's how we're going to do it. There's two ways we can do this. We can either play it out, which will take longer, or we can just do a competition.
Roll on roll.
Yeah, roll on roll.
I kind of really want to play it out because I'm not a normal fighter.
Yeah, it probably won't take that long because of what you can do. So, all right. So
I mean, my punches do much harder damage than if a non-monk.
It'll go fast with a one-on-one versus an entire group going against.
I'm going to say
like
go ahead
like a
and
dozen that you have.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
You need to make a thing.
Oh, okay. I was just going to do it. Just roll a die and roll your initiative.
Okay.
We're not going to do it that way because it's only two people.
14.
Okay. So he goes first. And see him stand there. And he moves out to here. And turns towards you and kind of stands there. They're kind of bouncing like, and is like, "Come on."
Okay. I'm really sorry. It's either I push the button to talk or I move with the mouse. I
Yeah.
can't do both
Yep.
because this hand doesn't reach the computer.
I
All
can't
right.
keep doing that.
As you move in, he throws a punch,
Oh, he held his action.
and that's going to be it's only a 14 to hit, so no, he misses.
Yeah, miss.
All right.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Pop, pop. Oh shit, everything just restarted on me. And my screen went gray.
So
You're okay. We can see you.
Yeah, but I have no map.
Well, I'm sure it's fine. You're not.
Okay, well, so first hit is these are all unarmed strike.
yeah, you don't have Boris.
18 plus 7.
That hits. Neither one of you is wearing armor.
Seven points.
Okay.
$17 to hit.
That hits.
Max damage for 10 points.
Nice.
Flurry of blows. Pop, pop. $16.
Hits. He's not wearing armor.
Max damage for 10 again.
What? Whoa.
Damn, girl.
13 for that last one.
Hits.
Really?
He's not wearing armor.
Well, neither is she.
Neither am I.
Yeah, but you've got your wisdom that gets added into your armor.
This is true. 4 plus 2, 6 points. Stunning strike.
What's the save?
I think 13. Let me double check.
What was that?
Sorry, I had a pop up. 13.
Okay. Let me just double check something real quick. And what? It's a time. What is it?
Oh, yes. Yes, God save.
Okay.
13.
He makes a save.
Okay.
Got an 18.
Good for him.
All right.
Hell of a round, though.
Thanks.
He's like taken aback. He's like, oh, and he comes in and pop, pop. Misses with the first one. Wow, I have not rolled nothing but single digits for his attacks. He misses with both. You're just dodging out of the way as he's like his face all bloodied. He's just swinging wildly now.
Nice. I kind of dance. I don't leave his radius. I just scooch around.
Okay.
Pop, pop.
Okay, where are you moving
I
to?
go right for like the center body into the right at the diaphragm.
Where are you moving to?
Oh, I was move. I'm sorry, I don't have a map, so I can't move myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at gray. So I was going to.
I just moved you over to one side of him.
Okay, yeah, just either side doesn't matter.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Jesus,
Oh.
Larry and Jonathan.
All right.
Are you roundhouse kick him?
Apparently.
So, by the way, Ed's watching, so everybody say hi.
Hi,
Ed,
Ed.
Hi,
Ed, we miss you.
Yeah. Dude.
So, okay, that obviously hits.
12 points of damage. Stunning strike.
Wait, was that with the double?
Yeah, that was with double the die. I only rolled a 4.
I rolled a 15 on the die.
Damn. Okay, sorry, I'm handwriting.
The only thing I'm rolling well for is his saves.
Yeah.
His attacks have been 5, 7, and 8.
Another. Another natural 20.
What?
What?
No.
Not what? What?
Yep.
What?
What?
Oh, that's shit roll though. I only rolled a 2 for 4 plus 4, 8 points.
He's out.
What?
Ooh. Ouch. And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, I'm sure. 2-1 against.
Is he like out?
Yeah, he's
Can I help
unconscious.
him up?
What's
Oh,
that?
Oops. Oh, I was going to help him up if he just like went to the ground and like came to you right away.
I mean, we can say that, yeah, because this was just a fist thing. He's down. He's like, he's signaling he's done.
Okay. I offer a hand to help him up. Good fight, mate.
You're a tough dwarf.
Thank you.
Aren't all dwarves kind of tough by nature?
Maybe.
Was this guy also like an unknown newbie, or was he kind of known?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You can ask around if you want.
Nah, I don't care enough.
All right, so go ahead and reset, Renee. Refresh.
All right, I'm going to refresh.
All right.
And so,
Octavia and I go up to the bar.
yep. And they give you each 100 gold. So you both. If you took the 50 off, you can put the 100 on. If you did not take the 50 off, you just get 50 more.
I'll just add 50 more then.
Cool. I got it.
Although I'm not sure if I can do it to Octavian though.
Oh, I can add it to him.
Let me see if I can. No, it won't let me.
Yeah, it won't let you mess with their money. I think we found that out when we were doing stuff with Lauka. So and
Okay.
Phelan. So let me pull him up real quick just to make sure that he has it. Oh, and by the way, so is somebody else taking notes tonight for?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to try and take as good notes as I can.
I can write. It's
Actually,
close to my body.
If you can still write, then you know.
Yeah,
it actually might be good therapy for you if you're.
I just can't extend my arm.
She can't do anything
So,
that's gonna.
If I keep my body or my arm near my body, I should be fine. I have my notepad in my lap. If my shoulder starts getting tired, I'm just going to put the sling back on, and I'll let you guys know. But keeping track of party funds.
Well, you normally do.
I'm pretty good about that, and then. Yeah, I'm pretty good about keeping track of notes and party fund. Well, I'll be a little more diligent about the party funds, but I usually do my portion of it. But anything that happens, I'll be a little bit more aware for you, Renee. Okay, so that way we can compare notes later. Then, no problem.
Thank you.
All right.
And thanks, Chris, for taking care of that. I'm sure Rich will be happy that he earned 50 gold.
Yep. So, all right. So,
Well, would he have been pissed if he had lost 50 gold?
Well, that's what he gets for not being here. I get to play around with his character.
Of course.
So, after the
How does
fight,
everyone react? how does everyone react to that win?
There's a bunch of people that are happy. There's several people that are happy, and a bunch of people that are like and like not happy. So
Because that was pretty much done pretty quickly.
12
I
seconds.
mean, that wasn't quite like what's his face, just like single shotting the guy and
No, but-
KOing him.
Yeah,
Who was
he
that?
didn't
Mike
land-
Tyson who did that?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but he didn't land a single blow on you, and you just dropped him in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how's everyone reacting to that? It had to be pretty significant. The fact
A lot
that,
of people
like,
are pretty impressed.
Yeah.
And Limber, make a perception check.
17.
Okay. You notice a tiefling woman walking towards you.
Is this not the same one from upstairs?
No, it's not.
Okay. I make eye contact.
She walks over. She's this. Hello, my dear. Well fought.
Hello. Thank you.
If you are interested in making some money, we do pay those who fight well.
I could be. I have a couple of other priorities that are holding my focus in the city. But is there a place that I can find you?
Certainly. Come here.
All right.
My sister is the one that helps arrange the fights. I monitor them and look for new talent.
Ah. And you are?
I am Donna.
Nice to meet you, Donna.
Certainly. You would be most welcome back. Maybe someday you would take on our champion.
Well, I mean, I hope your champion can actually land a punch.
Oh
So-
yes, he certainly can. I think you would be
Okay.
I think that you might actually put up a good fight against him. Most of his fights last about that long.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Who's the champion? Cool.
What's the name of this champion?
His name is Maldak.
Well, I'll certainly be back.
Please, I would let me at least buy you a drink before you.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
She goes over, she's like,
I follow her to the bar.
okay. She's like, she looks at you, she's like, dark ale.
That will do nicely.
And so she orders one. She's like, please, find me again when you're ready to fight. She wanders back off to watch the next match. And you notice that the crowd just parts for her. And it's like it's not like she has a spot, but she moves to this one corner, and everyone moves out of her way.
I like it. I definitely watch her as, like, I hate to see her leave, but love to watch her go type scenario.
Yeah, she is an attractive woman. So is Bella upstairs. So
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of lag in video tonight. I have a feeling a bunch of people are playing.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
I've been seeing that lately.
But all right.
Great job. And I finished my
Thank
party.
you.
Are you going to keep going, or are you done for the day? That was pretty
No,
quick.
we should probably.
Did you get your fix?
No, not even
All right.
remotely.
Clever was a hell.
But
was a
we
hell
should
of a
probably
fight.
get to bed because we have to meet Modelin in the morning. We have priorities.
I know, but you came here for a reason, and that was pretty
Yeah,
darn quick.
I'll get a fix later on.
All right. So there. You guys head out, start making your way back to the barge inn. I need one.
Kristen, hush.
Just wants a little.
I give the
attention.
hungry dog in the corner a bone.
He's not hungry. He's just begging for attention.
Octavian
Right.
gets the feeling that you guys are that somebody's watching you guys.
Hmm.
Kind of look around. Do I see any prying eyes?
Make a perception check.
14.
No, you're not seeing anyone in the immediate area, but it's dark out.
Does Octavian happen? Like, is Octavian? Does he have this feeling, or is he look? Can he look around?
He can make a perception check as well.
I would say that he looks around if he's getting this odd feeling. Then,
Mhm.
so I'll roll for Octavian then.
Yep.
Okay, perception.
Yep.
All right. That is a 22.
He spots somebody ducking back into an alley just a little ways off as you guys are approaching the barge inn.
Does he say anything?
Pete.
Yes. Sorry, I'm writing notes. Yeah, I Octavian points over, like, I think someone's following us. There's someone just went over into the shadows over there.
It's nighttime, right?
Yes.
I phase shift over
Nice.
Okay.
to the mouth of the alleyway and look down.
Okay. You make a perception check.
I'll actually join Klimbrum, and I will.
You
when
can
I
do it
see
next
her-
round because you didn't know that she did it. So next round.
When she does it, I'll react to that.
Okay.
And I will benign transposition and follow her.
Okay. So
I
go
only
ahead.
rolled a 10.
Okay. You do not see anyone.
So,
And then
probably
you go
pop
over there.
up
You see her at the end of the alley.
6 seconds later.
Yep. You come back. You come over. All of a sudden, somebody pops up next to you, Climbro.
Oh, hey.
Clem, did you see anything?
No, I don't. Do you?
Do I see anything?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
No.
You don't have dark vision.
That's true. 13.
Nope.
Hmm.
And nothing's attacking us.
Nope.
Okay. Go back to our rooms.
I guess so. I think we just have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep high alert, but head back.
All right. Let's go.
Yep. And then go back to the barge.
Okay. You go in and there is a racket coming from the bar room.
Well, that sounds like fun.
You just
You
said
you
that
hear-
it was late.
You hear loud singing.
Yeah, I know. It is late when we need to go to bed.
It's been a long
Doesn't
day.
mean that it
feels
doesn't
we've
sound
been
like
here for
fun.
About a month. It's only been a day.
So yeah. I just turn in.
Yeah, I'm sure. Lauka
I'm
hasn't
gonna-
seen you all day. I'm sure she's curious of what we've been up to.
Probably not. But
She's drunk.
she's drunk in a tub right now.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
Yep, good night.
All right. So you
I
guys all
definitely do before bed I do a sweep of the room.
okay.
Just like double checking any windows or anything like that.
Okay.
And I set my bed up to like face the window, and I definitely stay up longer than what I normally would, just keeping an eye on the window.
Okay.
When I go to bed, I'm gonna just kind of read a little bit from my book of conjuration that I got for Raslam, and I will put up the take the time to ritually cast alarm to go around the room.
Okay.
So it's outside the window and outside the door.
Okay. The night goes by uneventfully. Other than it takes you a little while to get to sleep anyway, because it is loud. You guys are on the other side of the inn, and it's a very large building, and you can still hear the noise.
I stuck around for a drink
Down in the bar
before I went to. Yeah.
Okay. There is it's like a giant party down there. It's a large number of dwarves. There's some humans in there. There's what you don't see a lot of, what you don't really see any of is elves. There are a couple half elves that you guess some people with elven blood.
Okay.
But it's mostly dwarves, halflings, a couple of dragonborn. There's really no tieflings and no elves that you see.
No tieflings and no elves.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's a lot of singing. There's actually a dwarven bard that's up leading songs. A lot of sea shanties.
Well, of course, because this is a port town.
Mm-hmm. But overall, it's a great time. You do see one person that gets a little belligerent, and you see as soon as I look up his name again, because I don't remember it off the top of my head, Brack, the guy that got you your rooms, come out from around the bar, and he's got this stick in his hand, and you see him just thump the guy and drag his stunned body out, and he's like, "That's it, you're out of here, you're banned," and he throws him out.
I picture myself like kind of like I got a drink in my drink in my hand, I got a mead in my hand or whatever, ale or whatever, and I'm kind of pulling the Loki in episode 5 or 4 or 5 when he's
hey, no spoilers.
Oh, okay. Well, he's like dodging around the fight. He's just kind of like, and I'm just kind of artfully dodging because I got a 15 dex. I'm all right. I'm just kind of like stepping around these. That guy's gonna throw that punch, and we're gonna step around that way.
Well, there's not really a lot of fighting going on.
Take a drink, and
there's not a lot of fighting. It's a lot of dwarven dancing that looks like fighting.
Looks like fighting, exactly. It's like a mosh. It's gonna be like a mosh pit in there. I'm
Damn, I'm really sad I went to bed now.
Yeah. I'm like, this is it's fun, but I'm gonna lean against the wall here and drink and just hey, yeah, great time. Drink some more and yay, sing the song and yeah. Marikaris is doing his best to look as cool as he can because he is way overwhelmed.
Never been to a dwarf bar before.
Well, never been to. I mean, he's been to bars and cities and towns and stuff, but this is the big city. I mean, Marikaris is. We talked about it a little bit in Tavern Knights or in Tavern Talk that he's a little overwhelmed right now, being the country knight in the big city.
Yep.
So.
All right. So you back to the plane map. So you
would you also be able to give Octavian a long rest?
Oh yeah. So the night goes by uneventfully.
He's got a lot of spell slots used up, and just that way it resets.
Yep. Gotta figure out where it is on here. There it is.
What's it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
All right, so he should have his long rest. Yeah, it looks like all his spell slots.
Yep, I'm resetting right now. Let me take a look. Yep, I see it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So everyone else can take a long rest if you need to,
Did it.
and you wake
Done.
up.
See if I want
You-
to change out my spells.
You wake up the next morning. You have some breakfast. You is there anything you want to do before heading out?
Eat.
Other than
I don't
eating,
think I don't think we need to role play that. I think
No.
that would just come naturally.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you have breakfast. You head out onto the streets. Where would you like to go today? Lauka says she's gonna go. She's like, you guys go do your thing. Get me when you need me. I'm gonna go do some shopping.
All
okay.
right. You better well then.
You had fun. Be safe shopping.
Be careful.
Balin hasn't even come down.
Sure, he's found someone to entertain him.
Probably. Well,
Like
should we go and see Maudlin first, or should we? I'd love to go to the Temple of Feronius.
Well, Madeline said to meet her in the morning. So
Yeah, I
we
think
should
we-
probably
I-
make our way over there.
I say let's meet up with Madeline right now, and I'm sure we'll have the rest of the day to be able to do everything else that we need. I know
All right.
Octavian also wants to go to Temple of Pelor.
Sure.
He's,
We should wait.
Yeah, Octavian's
Wait
kind of
for
not
him
with
to
it
be
right
here.
now, and maybe when he's a little bit more aware of himself, he'd enjoy going to the temple.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Yeah.
All right, so you make your way south through the city, into Old Town, and down south. Now, what you notice though is that the guards again, every time you go through a gate, the guards are asking to see. You guys are you with your armor and weapons?
Of course,
Yeah.
always.
Okay.
Yep.
Then every time that you go through a gate, they stop you. They ask to see your writ for your weapons. They
I
take
have
your
it
names.
right. I have it right here, ready to pull out every time. Just there you go. Right. That's right.
Multi-pass.
They record your names every time.
Yeah, we don't cause trouble.
Multi-boss.
So you make it through through Old Town. We'll say yeah, just Octavian. Octavian, give me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, not good. What's Octavian? +5. Still not good. 5.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, 9.
Okay.
It's a +5, so 4 + 5, 9.
Okay. You continue through Old Town and you head out the highway gate. It takes you a little bit to get out. With dawn comes a lot of people coming in, so it's now probably about 8 o'clock or so in the morning. I'd say, as you guys are heading out, and you're also at like some of the harvest time, the early harvest time, I believe. And so people are actually bringing things into the city from the farms that are out in the country. So it takes you a little bit to get out into the
Okay.
shack town, shanty town.
Yeah,
but you-
we're not. I don't think in a particular like rush.
yeah. So what I want Euchariah to do is make just a base intelligence check.
Okay. That's just my intelligence modifier.
Yep.
That's cocked. Hold on a sec. Not good. 7.
You know that Maudelin's place was this way, you think. You're having trouble. Everything looks the same here.
Yeah, the city is a little bit disorienting. Do you guys happen to know where we came yesterday? That it's just so large.
And
You
Do I
like
recognize anything?
all
I
these
have
like
no idea.
you can go ahead and make an int check, Limbram.
Natural 20.
Wha-
Oh goddamn!
Are
I'm
you
coming down there and
kidding?
taking your dice away.
You are not going to take my die
I think on the
away.
first break, I'm going to come down there and touch all your dice.
No.
Oh,
It
That-
takes
Did I-
more. It takes more than
You want
that.
to play that game? I will curse your dice forever.
Chris, it takes more than just touching it. You gotta like touch your balls to it or something.
Well, yeah, I'm not Will Wheaton. I can't just be in the same room and
Exactly. You gotta do a little more than that.
All right,
that-
you. He's pointing a little bit off, and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's that way.
Yeah, I
And
take his shoulders. I'm like, that way.
Sorry, I am used to navigating more wooded areas very well because of like where I grew up and where Maud and I
Yeah.
survived.
No.
I'm not used to this large of a city. My goodness.
Well, I mean, neither am I, but I mean,
You
I at least
really-
grew up in a town.
Yeah, I know it wasn't big, but I just this is disorienting
Yeah.
almost. I'm used to looking for particular landmarks that are more natural than I think man-made. I think that I'm just a little off. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
oh, I didn't write down the little girl's name. Oh, well,
The little girl that from modeling.
yeah.
Give me a moment. It's somewhere in my notes.
I've probably got it somewhere. I just don't. It's where I thought it would be.
Vethry.
Bethry.
I have it as Vethy. I took a guess at the
Okay.
spelling. It's something along those lines, though. Little human 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, I have Vethry as well.
Okay, you got that name.
Yep.
Okay. As you're kind of wandering over and you're starting to get your bearings and Climbram, you're like, yeah, it's this way. And you're kind of walking them through and leading them through. You get over to an area where you're pretty close and you see Bethry, and she just looks up and she smiles and waves. And you see her run off.
Hello. Oh.
Wave and smile back.
She runs off and you see her duck into what you now recognize as Modelin's lean-to up against the wall of the city.
Just curious, is it the three of us or is Octavian with us as well?
Octavia's with you as well.
Okay, so it's the four of us still.
Yep.
I follow.
Okay.
Yep, we all do.
As you approach, you hear, "Come in, come in."
Go in.
Yeah, we go in.
How are you all today?
Hey, modeling. Yeah, we we did a lot yesterday. We
Right.
it really felt like we've been here for a couple weeks. This place is so large. I don't know if you've had any experience going through the main city, but my goodness, it's
Been in them from
it's
a time or two.
quite extensive.
It's big. Not a nice place either.
It is a spectacular city.
It is. We were also went to a couple magic shops, and we followed up another investigation that we're kind of following up with that until we can meet up with you today. But I think that we got a good lead on that one. But how are you doing? You okay? How's
I'm
everything going?
okay. I'm doing what I do. You can
I
make
just
a.
go over and give her another big hug again.
Okay, she gives you a hug as well. Now make a perception check as well.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 1, and I'm
Okay.
so gonna re-roll that. That's better. 12.
12. You catch a familiar scent in the air. It's a pungent smell that you remember from your younger years. It's a poultice that Madeline used to create and put on whenever you would have cuts and things like that. And it
What's a
always
poultice?
smelled, poultice.
What
it's
is
like
that?
a paste.
It's like a paste.
Yeah.
It's like a paste.
Yeah.
A medicinal paste
Yes.
that goes on.
Okay.
And you can,
And then you put a bandage over it.
Yeah. Or you could just leave it to dry, depending on what type it is. But yeah, you
Okay.
she would smear it on your cuts and things like that, and it always smelled. And you hated having it
It's
on.
probably made from onions if it's a antiseptic like that.
And it would sting a little bit, but then everything would just kind of stop hurting.
I kind of like push back. Marlon, are you hurt? What happened?
No, I'm fine, dear. I'm fine. There's a couple of people that have some some wounds that I'm helping them out with.
Who is it? Is it because of the children that were taken?
No.
What's wrong?
Life is just rough out here in the shanty town. Things
Do you
aren't
have to
easy
be out
for the
here?
folk.
Do you have to be out here? Can't you be somewhere safer?
I'm sure I could be, but this is where I'm needed.
I worry about you.
And I worry about you. That's my job. You don't worry about.
You're always like that.
And I always will be. But you didn't come here just to talk to an old woman. What? You came here to
well,
talk
yes,
to...
I also came to talk
Nope,
to you.
that's actually exactly the reason why we are here.
You came to talk to the parents of some of the missing children. I was able to get one of them to agree to talk to you. I don't know how much help they'll be, but they are they're willing to talk with you. And she's like, come on, they're expecting us. Maybe not quite this early, but
I'm sure that if it's related to their missing child, it wouldn't matter what time of day it is.
No, you're no problem.
If we can help.
Aye.
So
who was taken?
It was a young girl.
A child.
Her name was Leah.
Were they were they human girls? Were they?
This is a human. This one was a human girl. Yeah.
So the children that have been taken, have they all been of different races, or are they certain? There's certain ones that are taken more often.
2 human boys, a human girl, and a halfling girl.
Aye. All right.
And she leads you through the little village, basically the little shanty village.
Clemburn, would you please throw another bone to that dog? He keeps following you around ever since you gave him a bone the other day.
I mean, I think Octavian, or I'm sorry, I think Maricaris should give him a bone or a pat in the head.
He gets lots of pats
the ear.
Karis,
lots of pats.
Will you give that dog a little bit of loving? I know
so not
around. It's taking a little liking to you.
One very spoiled stray dog here. Let me tell you, he gets lots and lots of pets.
Merrick,
He's a big baby.
Well, see, Merrick Harrison
He's the
Karras doesn't
goodest
just have a
baby.
horse; he's got a wolf companion as well.
It's a separate spell, part of my class.
He's a paladin ranger that you just didn't
Paladin
know.
I think I saw some kind of specialty class that was basically a combination paladin ranger. I can't remember. I mean, I guess you could dual class that way. But
Yeah.
Yuck! What a mess.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally played with
So,
the
yeah.
idea of like multi-classing in Rogue with my already like dope mug shit to get sneak attack on top of it.
That
Oh,
would be amazing.
yeah, I'm not doing it though. Can fairly confidently say the GM will not let me.
No, you can. Not gonna
No,
stop
I'm
you.
just kidding.
You do you.
I would love to combine Klimbrim and Rosalind into the same person,
Why not?
but I'm not going to.
All right. So he leads you
Astral
through.
projection, that's why.
And she takes you to this little. It's basically like a small tent that has definitely seen. It's got multiple patches on it. There's a small fire out front. And you see two humans, a male and a female, sitting outside, and they're kind of huddled together. And they, as you get there, Madeline comes up and says, these are the folks that I was telling you about. And they both turn and look, and they stand up and they look, and they like look at all of you, and they're kind of taking you all in. They're like, so you're the ones that might be able to help find our daughter?
Well,
We
we're
want
certainly
to
going to try.
We want to help.
Right.
Anything that you can tell us of the night that your daughter was taken.
She was sleeping in the tent with us. It's not that large, but she has her own section off to the side to give her a little bit of semblance of privacy, and to give us a little bit as well, to be honest. But she was sleeping, and we haven't heard a sound. We just we woke up
When you
and she
woke
was
up-
gone.
So this happened when you were asleep. What day of the week was it?
It was God's Day.
All right, and and it happened, and your tent was here. It wasn't, and you haven't moved the tent or anything.
No, it was here. It was actually just 4 days ago.
Aye.
So,
Well, I'm sure you've probably you've investigated a lot. But do you mind if I go inside to take a look?
Do you?
certainly go ahead.
I look outside the tent.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to look around. I guess that would be investigation.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Any kind of clues that might have been overlooked? Like I'm sure. I would say like footprints, or maybe some sort of fibers, or anything that
Okay.
would give me a clue.
Make an investigation check.
I'm kind of looking for some of the same stuff on the outside of the tent. Footprints going in or out. Any cut fabric in the tent.
Yeah,
Points
I
of
got
entry.
I got a 5. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of footprints or inside the tent, and even in that area, because it's not like there's actually anything on the bottom. It's pretty much the ground, and you can see like where there's been a lot of things. What you do see in there as well, though, is that it looks like a little girl's area. There's like some makeshift dolls, things like that.
There's corn too.
And Klimbrim,
Is there-
you were looking around
Is
the
there
outside.
anything that?
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Okay, you see a lot of footprints as well, but there's a lot of tents in the area, and other little constructs. There's a lot of people out here that are close together.
All right. Was there anything that you noticed that was missing that she had while she was taken?
The
Like,
only thing that I mean, her favorite doll isn't there.
all right. So with that, DM, can I just request something since Octavian is not here, and I'm wondering if he would have known to do this, since I can't. He does not have locate object prepared. Would I have been able to? Would he have been able to prepare that before the end?
Sure,
Before the
but he
day
won't
start?
he won't be able to locate that object because he doesn't know what it is.
Right.
Unless if it's described to us. If it's described to us, would we be able to do it?
I think you got to be really familiar with them.
That's why I'm asking the question, because I'm not a clear guy. This is beyond my.
I'm looking up the spell
Describe
right
or
now.
name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of it. The spell
Oh,
can
that's
locate a
you
specific
describing
object.
or naming the object that's familiar to you.
The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least. Okay, so maybe not then.
Yeah. It can also locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as certain kind of jewelry, apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So if you get out away from all of this, you may be able to do like a doll or something like that. But
yeah, that's
Where
kind
it
of
could
like
be,
where I was going.
it could be any doll anywhere nearby.
yeah,
Correct.
But it may help us in the right direction, though, if we got a very specific description of it and may be able to cast it and get a particular lead. I'm just saying that I'm not sure if Octavian would have been would have prepared that in advance, but I would have asked for like a detailed description of the doll so that we would have known.
Okay. And they give it to you. Basically, it's a small cloth doll. It's just it has string hair, and a red dress on it.
See, that's pretty specific enough, I think, to where it would be a little bit more discernible. So if we had any multiple hits, it would be worth following up with.
Buttons for eyes.
If not
that
today,
type of
then
thing.
if not today, then tomorrow. If now he's aware to prepare it.
Mm-hmm. You see the woman hasn't really spoken much. You can see the look. I mean, I'm not even gonna make you make it an insight check. You can see the distraught look and she when she looks up, you can see like she gets hope in her eyes, and then she like pulls it back, like she doesn't want to get too excited.
Hopeful.
What's that?
She doesn't want to get too hopeful.
Yeah, she's like, "What about the dreams?"
The dreams.
And
What sort of dreams?
the guy who, by the way, it's Gurgil is the guy, Girgil, and Onv, Onv is his wife. And the you see Gurgil just kind of look back. He's like, "They're just a child's dreams."
Dreams can be relevant.
All
All info is good info.
That could be very
Marikaris is locking up.
important. Tell us what she was dreaming about.
And he just like looks. He's like, and he like signals like, "Go ahead." She's been having nightmares. He hears either a child cry or an animal, usually like a dog. She loves dogs. A dog crying, whimpering, sounding like it's in pain, and she goes to find it, and what she finds instead is some monstrous creature that grabs her, and she wakes up.
Does she describe what the monstrous creature looked like?
Like she's described it as basically an evil woman, but
An evil
not
woman.
but horrific, not really not human. She changes into a monster that she said at one point it looked like she was going to devour her.
How long
Oh,
has she been
that's bad.
having the dreams?
She had them for a few nights before she disappeared, but not every night.
Hmm. So described again, the woman is chasing her in the dream.
Not chasing. She grabs her.
No,
Grabs her.
yeah.
And she wakes when
Back?
the
What's that? You're fine.
Am I back? Do you all see me?
Yeah. You never
Yes.
disappeared.
Yeah.
All of
she-
you
she-
disappeared, and my screen completely reset.
Oh.
Yeah, she disappeared from me as well, and Mary Cares.
I keep seeing you guys, no problem. Like I've never had.
Cool.
I mean, other than a little bit of lag, I haven't had any issues.
Well, that's good.
The stream at least looks okay.
You goofy fucking mutt. Oh, Dresden, God, he's got this
Okay.
toy. It's a ball. It's a hard plastic ball. You can hear it.
Yeah.
It talks, and it's the most annoying thing. This was invented by a dog in a lab coat. This is like this device was invented by a dog. It's just like it's awful, and but he loves it. I'd be much happier if that thing was a little more padded. Jesus Christ.
You got hardwood floors.
All right.
Right. So anyway, so she wakes up whenever the girl grabs her,
Yes, she's
or
woken.
whenever the woman, evil woman, grabs her. All right. Well, perhaps. Nope, all down the stairs. The joys of dog ownership. But I'm trying to. Damn it! I'm trying to close the door.
You said that that it was like a monster or woman,
A monstrous woman.
right?
Yes.
A monstrous woman.
I was curious. Do I know of any like fairy tales that describe that?
Make a history check.
Ooh, that's really good. 21.
Okay. You've heard of a few things. I mean, monstrous women could be harpies. They've been known to snatch kids for food.
What about a hag?
It could be a hag.
That's what I was thinking.
Did they give? Did she provide a description of what the monster or woman looked like?
She's gave the best she could, which is just that she was a monster. She was only 6.
All right. Well, we'll certainly do it. We can. What was the little girl's name again?
Leah.
Leah? Octavian says, I can locate a creature, but I don't know if I have enough to go on to be able to get be able to make it useful.
I have one bite.
We can give it a try
Thank you.
based off the description that was given to us. Maybe when we get more in the center of the city, you want me to try and locate based off of the description?
Well, if it can, I mean, it certainly couldn't hurt to try.
Okay. I would suggest that maybe we go in when we get more in the middle of the city, so that way, no matter where they are. maybe-
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. You can finish what you were
No,
saying.
that was it. I can locate a creature within 1,000 feet, but I need to be very familiar with it, so it'd be a bit of a
Again,
stretch. But I doubt.
It's just like the other one. You have to have seen it up close within 30 feet.
Yeah.
How close are like the walls to the city from our current location?
Probably about, at this point, probably 80 to 100 feet.
So close, but not super close.
Right. Not like Model Inns where she's actually up against the wall.
Are there any, like, does it appear to be like any underground passages in this area, or is it all just dirt?
Make a perception check as you kind of glance around.
I don't want to say it because now you're really going to like come and curse my dice.
Get another natural 20.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to teabag her dice.
Leave my dice alone.
You look around, and from what you can tell, it looks like it's just dirt. Most of the area is kind of muddy because it never really seems to dry.
Just trying to. Just trying to think of like where could this thing be hiding? Any like abandoned buildings?
These aren't even really buildings out here.
Yeah, we're in like a shack town.
Yeah.
Are there walls around this area?
No.
How close is there a forest nearby? Any wooden area?
From where you're at right now, you don't see any.
There are no parks or anything
A lake?
nearby.
No, there's in this area that it's just a bunch of tents and like lean-tos and quickly assembled shabby like huts, things like that.
Well, my friends, it appears that we may have to go into the sewers.
Yeah, but there's
may.
nothing underground.
Well,
You're outside the city walls too. You got to remember that.
Oh.
You're outside the city walls.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
that the kid wasn't taken into the city.
Right.
True.
But I'm guessing that anyone going into the city has to be checked. Correct? Everyone gets documented going in and out, right?
That has been your experience, yes.
That
Uh,
even children are being documented and kept track
Well,
of.
that you don't know.
If they were smuggled into the city, what? That they keep track of the children as well?
Yeah, you don't know if they keep track of the children. You aren't. None of you have children,
Oh.
so you know that you guys have always been documented as you move through the gates.
do we see anything about around the city walls that might be like sewer exits?
Not from where you're at here, no.
I go for a wee walk around the
In the
city wall.
The river
And-
is well to the north of where you're at,
And there's nothing to say that
like
Whatever.
hundreds and hundreds of feet at least.
No, that's not to say that there isn't anything on this side.
So you can't even
Yeah.
actually see where the river is from where you are because of the curve of the building or the curve of the city.
and there are magics that can teleport you even if you don't know where you're going, that may be able to get inside the wall instantly.
True.
Madeline told us that all the children that were taken were from this outside of the city in these
All the ones she
in this,
knows
like,
of,
shanty
yes.
town.
Yeah, but we also had a report of 2 kids in the garden district that were taken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we don't know if they're related events.
DM, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Disappearances, children, river quarter. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well then, we're where we're at right now in the shanty town, where all the is it localized to this particular area? Because I'm guessing that this shanty town or out on the outside borders is quite large and it encompasses a lot of the southern border, right?
Yeah, around this section of the town, yeah. Of the city, yeah.
Did Marlon mention that it seems to be like spread out or localized to the area that we're in?
The children have disappeared from different areas.
Okay, so it's not localized.
Okay, we're still near the tent, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so- okay. I'm gonna use my divine sense, which will detect anything celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't actually say how long it lasts, though. I don't know if it's like, hang on. I don't know if it's
Really?
if it's like instantaneous or if it's a special, it's a paladin power. So it's like, as an action you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. Okay, so it's only
Okay. 6
quick.
seconds. Yeah.
6 seconds. All right, so I'm going to use that. I don't want to see if like maybe anything pings.
Okay.
I know it's only within a 60-foot radius, but that is 120 feet away
Right.
from all around. So I'm going to go right in front of the door of the tent. I'm going to activate it. I just want to see if anything, maybe if anything pings. I know it's just kind of a long shot, but who knows?
Okay. So you go there. You guys see Marikaris stand there for a second, and he bows his head, says a little prayer to Heronius, and he opens his eyes, and there's like a little flash at his eyes, and he looks around, and you sense nothing in the area. Or actually, yeah, you do not sense anything.
Damn, with that lovely description, I was expecting more.
So I'm sorry, we're in the thieves' quarter.
No,
I finally found the.
No,
you're
We're outside the city.
You're outside
Yeah.
the southern gate, the highway
Okay.
gate, which is the main
we're
gate.
like
Okay.
we're on like the yeah.
I'm sorry, I finally found the Disney World map of Greyhawk.
The Disney map.
What?
The Disney map.
The Disney map.
Yeah. So yeah, you're outside the southern gate, and you're actually off to the south of that. Really, I mean, so the gate kind of comes out at the towards the southwest. You are southeast of that.
Okay.
Well, um, hold,
Can we go find any other parents of missing children?
Um, the earliest ones, the first child to go missing, the parents have actually left. They were distraught and they moved.
how long ago was that?
That was about a month ago.
When
2 months
the
ago.
child disappeared?
Yes,
When they
probably about 2 months ago. Right now.
Yeah, I have 2 months. Four children in the last 2 months. I'm kind of at a loss.
All right. Well, I think that we say our thank yous to the parents, provide our condolences the best that we can, and just reassure them that we'll do everything we can to bring Leah home safely.
Please, anything you can do. We don't have much, but
We're not asking for anything. This is just what is right. Thank you for your time and giving us all the information that you can. I know that it was difficult. Thank you.
I go up to them, Chris, and I take their hands each, and I kind of look them in the face, and I was like, "We're going to do everything we can to try and find your sweet daughter. I can't make you any promises, but by Heronius, I will do my absolute best to try and find her. You have my word on that."
make a persuasion check.
Like a persuasion check?
Yep.
Alrighty. Oh, balls, it was almost a 20. 8.
8 total. Okay.
8.
You see her kind of her face kind of accept that, and you see her get hopeful. Virgil, though, you see him, he kind of looks at you, and you can see the skepticism.
I put my because I have one of their hands. I've like one of their hands in each of my hands. And I let go of her and I put my hand on his shoulder like this. Have faith, friend. Have faith. And
It's hard when your daughter's gone.
I know. But just try not to lose faith just yet. And I give him a pat and a pat on the shoulder, and I grab him and I kind of pull him in for like a manly hug, kind of clunk against my armor. It's probably gonna hurt him a little bit, but you know,
he actually pushes you away, and he's like, just do what you can.
As this is happening, does it seem like either of them are hiding anything?
Make an insight check.
17.
No, looking at the two of them, they seem to be genuine. I mean,
Okay. Thank you. I think we'll take our leave.
okay.
This is gonna sound weird, but instead of going through the highway gate and traveling through the center of the city, do we want to walk around the city, around the outside of the walls, to see if there's anything, if we spot anything on the outside of the city, and then enter in through one of the other entrances? Because I know there's one. The Sanctum of Heronius is right by that one city gate.
Yeah.
Maybe you can pray on it a little bit and see if Erroneous might give us a direction to go in.
Well, it can't hurt. It couldn't hurt at
Yeah.
least.
Okay.
One of the things, and I wish Octavian was actually here for this. But one of the things Octavian notices is that Maudlin seems very anxious.
Like anxious in a negative way?
As we're departing?
Well, yeah, during the whole exchange and everything, she's constantly like, she's standing off to the side, and you see her just kind of looking, and she's moving her hands and looking around.
Is she just fidgeting, or is she like kind of like covertly like casting detect magic or stuff like that?
He doesn't get that she's casting anything. It looks like she's fidgeting, that she's uncomfortable.
I think that Octavian would have nudged Euchariah and told him to, and said, hey, I think that something's bothering Madeline during that exchange. So when we're leaving, maybe we would address that as we're walking out.
Okay.
So I think that he would have just, I'm guessing Octavian would have just sort of whispered it, kind of like as we're preparing to leave.
Or Karis, was it you who did the like detect good and evil? And nothing?
Nothing.
Madeline was in the room?
She was nearby. It would have.
Okay.
I mean, it shows. It tells me if there's any. Let's see, any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. I'll know. I would know the type of any being with presence or sense, but not its identity. So I would know like what kind of being it is, but I wouldn't know if it was like Dracula.
I like the example they give that you'd know it's a vampire, but not Count Strahd.
Right. Which is why I just said Dracula.
Yeah.
So with as we're leaving, I think with Octavian's nudge and just kind of letting me know, I would go over to Madeline and be like, is everything okay? It seemed like you're a little tense in there. Did something seem off to you or bother you? Or is it just because of the missing child?
It's that bothers me a lot. Everything's fine, dear.
No, tell us. We can
check.
help if you're.
Go ahead.
If you're.
Well, you're not actually in the
suspecting
conversation. He's kind of talking with her by himself.
Yeah, if you're concerned about anything or worried that we can't handle it, or you're suspecting anything, we can handle it. We can do it. Just please tell us.
It's nothing that you need to worry yourself with.
Why is that? Come on, it's me. I know that we haven't been here a long time, but I've grown so much since last we saw each other.
Well, in power, if not size, at the very least. I'm not part of this.
I will cast enlarge myself if I have to.
Question.
Yeah.
In the dream that Euchariah had, where he saw Madeline, but was like the child, or Madeline with the child.
Yeah.
Was that Vethri that you saw?
No.
Did Vethri? No.
No, it was no one that she even recognized. That I believe, right, DM? I believe that I asked that question previously, and the child I described was no one that she was familiar with.
Yeah, that's what she told you. Yeah.
But I never,
Can
I never questioned that actually.
do you have the ability to like turn yourself into that child?
Absolutely.
And inquire if either the parent or like the parents know or if Maudlin knows who this is?
I can. So, yeah, I can. We can.
I think we should do this away from the gate.
Yeah.
They
Maybe
seem
go
to be
back
touchy about magic here.
Maybe go back to Maudlin's tent.
How far
is that? How far is it away?
It's really
From
not
where we're
far.
at.
It's just a few minutes.
Okay.
All right, then yeah, I say that when we head back, and then I would tell Maudlin, like, like just revisit the dream that I had where it kind of drove us to come here, and you were protecting a child, a girl that was, I believe, around the same age, and she seemed to be taken from you, and somehow you were, I believe, teleported outside the city walls, and the child was no longer with you. And I guess I'll cast Disguise Self, and to the best of my recollection, I will try and mimic the exact appearance of the child that I remember from my dream.
And I want to pay attention to all of her reactions, even the subtle cues.
I'm gonna say make an Arcana check.
I'm fine with that. It's the best kind of check I could ask for.
I figured
it. That would be a 15.
Okay, you make a pretty good resemblance. You think of what that girl looked like, and Maudlin sees you, and she's like, I told you, I don't know.
Do an insight check.
Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Sorry, I have to remember.
You're fine. Okay, we can't have dead air like this.
Sorry, I was just typing something real quick. I don't type that. I type okay, but I don't type that fast. It's not like I can't do like a Matt Mercer whisper right now.
Right.
Usually Sam goes into some sort of
Sam will start just
advertisement.
Talking. Yeah,
he goes into an advertisement usually.
Yeah, we don't have ads.
This whisper was brought to you by Nerds with Alcohol. You can catch them on every Tuesday at
we sponsor our
Merrick
own shows.
Harris. You need to start
that
advertising Nerds with Alcohol during any whisper.
Any dead air.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, whispers. Yeah. I should keep my
okay.
keep things moving along, but I'm a little distracted.
I understand.
Renfair drama, other things.
So I'll drop the disguise and I'll be like, what was it that you were, so concerned, like thinking that it wasn't our concern, like anything that can help, we're here for. Any piece of information, no matter how obscure it can be helpful.
Yeah, I thought that coming here was a good idea. I'm not so sure now.
Why? I'm sorry. Uh,
I'm happy to see you. Don't get me wrong, but this is something that you should go.
why are you
You
afraid that
know,
it is something deeper and more involved and dangerous than anticipated?
There's more to it.
What? You can tell us.
Hi, please
You
share.
you can tell me. It's
Don't know that I can.
is something preventing you from sharing? Or someone that is providing some sort of threat?
No, I just don't think you'll see me the same.
Madeline, that
I mean, I can tell you
I
right now,
think
we're not walking away from this. There are children missing, and we're going to do everything we can to find them. So we're not. I mean, at the very least, I'm not stopping.
I know I've done some questionable things. I accidentally set one of my friends on fire once.
And I almost killed him.
A few times.
And I point at Euchariah.
And Clembrum, she was possessed and almost ended my life once, but
You don't have to go into that great of detail, but yeah, I almost
If
killed
you
him.
if you had done that,
I
I'd have hunted you.
but she's my friend and I've forgiven her and I've looked past that. And I consider her a friend.
And let's face it, my girlfriend almost killed me twice.
and other than you, I've never had any other friends other than Basil here. And I don't look at any
And
of
he
them.
dies all the time.
and I don't
hasn't
look
died
at
in a
them
while.
differently. I don't think anything that you say or have done that could question how I look at you. If it can help bring the children back, please tell us.
For the children. Sit. I'll make some.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
She makes some tea. She pours it out, hands each of you a glass or a cup, and like I don't know how to start, but I'm afraid that with the things that are going on and the way that things have been described, that I believe that my sisters have found me.
I didn't know that you were running from them. I know that you've mentioned them very sparingly in the past over the years, but not anything that it seemed like you were hiding from them. Is that why we were living alone in the forest all that time? You
Yes,
were hiding from your sisters?
yes, I have been hiding from my sisters for about 25 years now.
Hello?
Yep.
Did you say how much? You
Oh
skipped
yeah.
out then.
25 years.
Okay, yeah, I did not hear that. You skipped out then.
Yeah, you guys kind of all froze up.
Why do you suspect
Are
them?
these actual sisters or like sisters of a like sorority?
Hmm.
Or yes.
Yes, you would say a little of both. I am not who you think. I have been in hiding for a long time. And she uh, changes before your eyes.
Oh. This is the part where you like teased weeks ago on Discord that don't use my backstory to hurt me.
Don't use my tragic backstory to hurt me.
Her skin changes to an orange color. She has tangled gray hair and eyes that burn like hot coals. She also has 2 horns that come off the top of her head and sweep back behind.
Madeline's a tiefling.
She looks kind of tiefling-esque, but not quite.
So orange skin. That's as far as I got.
Yeah, orange skin, eyes that burn like coals. They're like bright orange, and gray hair, tangled gray hair,
And horns that
come up and sweep down and back. Looks like this. It won't be for the folks at home. You won't see this right now. See it, no. But for you guys, I can throw this into Discord real quick. General. Looks like that.
Oh wow.
Well, that was unexpected.
And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Wow.
So in your entire childhood, you never once saw that.
I did not.
Not once. Not once did she let her guard down.
Nope. Wow. Well done, Chris. Well done. That was a reveal.
We'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna get that picture actually uploaded so I can show it off to the folks at home when we come back from break. But so
she ugly.
You need to upload that so that way we have that in our
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up in the
okay.
I'm gonna load it up as a thing while we're on break. So as a handout.
Wow.
So all right, so let's plan on being back in say like 1:45, 10:45.
Okay.
So about
10 minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So,
All right.
all right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Cool. We'll be right back, everybody. Hang with us. And we're
Better than
back.
what we've had in the past.
Hey.
Sorry that took
Where
so
does
long,
the
guys.
line go?
It was Miracaris' fault.
What?
Yeah.
I had to talk to my girl. Gotta give her some heads up of some stuff.
Just needs to start playing with us, and then you can talk to her all the time.
You know,
If she wants to join.
she said that she would probably get too obsessed.
You want to know who also said that?
That's not a problem.
Octavian. Pete and I had to convince Rich to join.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we hounded him for weeks at trivia. Like, dude, you should join. You'll love it. He's like, I know I'll love it. That's the problem.
And he
does. That doesn't sound like a problem.
But he does love
Especially
it.
the fact that there's like the immense amount of history, and oh my god, maps. Richard loves maps.
He does, yes.
He's always
sure-
loved maps.
And he's not only following the maps, but all the lore of it. And I'm sure he's asking Chris nonstop about the lore, where I'm constantly asking DM, hey, can my character
Actually-
try this?
Actually, he hasn't asked me a lot about the lore because I think part of it is that he knows that his character doesn't know everything. So he
Well, he
loves
also
when I do lore dumps, but he's not actually pushing me to give him stuff his character wouldn't know, which is cool.
But he's
but-
also actually like he went on Reddit and like
Oh, yeah.
and found essentially, you know, Cliff Note versions of the lore and some things that went more in depth. But I mean, Rich is a historian, like that's his jam.
Yeah, I mean, his degree is in history.
Yep.
Oh,
And he
okay. I didn't know that.
specialized, and I'm pretty sure he specialized in like Asian history, I think.
World War II and a minor in ancient Asian history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky's a history too. isn't
She's
she?
actually a English major with a history minor.
Okay. So it makes so much sense that they have a historic house.
Yeah, their house, if you didn't know, Russ, it was like built in the 1800s.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah, they're over in historic Warren.
1880.
Oh, wow.
They're in the
Yeah, like
historic village of
eight-
Warren.
Yeah, it was like 1891 or something like that, or 1889 or something.
Wow. You know, there's times that I think that I'd like to have an old house like that, but then I think about all of the upkeep. Oh man, no thanks.
Well, and
There's a
I
lot of-
believe their
there's a lot
house
of
is
upkeep.
actually one of the historic houses, so they have to keep it pretty close to original, at least on the outside.
They actually have like a plaque on the outside of their house about that when it was actually built.
Yep. So that's cool for people that love history that much. I like history, but I don't like it that much. So, all right. So we're back. You guys now have a modeling
Whew.
thing, and actually here we'll do
Thing.
this a handout.
I-
And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up here. So it's not actually overlapping any of you, and I will actually pull this up. See, we will change to there. Showing. Oh, because it's just the map. Oh, I can't show it to the people at home. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't come up. I can show it when it overlaps. Oh, actually, it overlap you guys. That's wild. Oh, because it's popped out. There we go. Oh, when I changed its size, that's why. All right, now I might be able to show it off. Yep, there it is. So there's Modelin. That's what Modelin changed into.
we're not seeing anything on the screen or
No,
on
you
Twitch
wouldn't.
right
You
now.
won't see it, but it'll be on. It's on
Oh.
Twitch.
Look on the
It
Twitch.
is on Twitch.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
guys actually pull up the Modelin under PC handouts in the journal, there is a Modelin handout now, and that's you can see what she
Okay.
looks
Yep,
like.
I just saw it pop up on Twitch.
So yeah,
So I think
and that's
like,
where we left it.
Ikurai just sort
So
of
she
takes
transforms
moments.
in front of
Is a
all of us.
little,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so she
I step
think
back and I put my hand on my sword.
There's no
I
need.
step back and put my hand on my sword.
There's no need for that.
I just kind of stand in awe for a moment.
And she changes back.
No, I look up and I look at her, and I'm just silent. But
That's-
I kind of shake it off for a moment, and I just go over to her and I give her a big hug anyway, and I say, "You're still you."
And she
and
she just-
nothing can change that.
She looks down, and Merrick Harris and Klimbrum, go ahead and make perception checks.
I don't see anything.
4.
Four.
Perception.
Yeah.
Man, I am rolling for ass. 8.
Okay. You actually still see it, Marikaris, because it's pretty obvious. Klimbram, you are just taken aback by the change. She has tears just rolling out of her eyes, and she reaches out and hugs Euchariah really tight.
Hmm.
And I just give her, and I just kind of like re-embrace her, like kind of tighten up my grip. You're still you're
a
still
good
you.
boy. You were such a good boy, Yuki.
Doesn't matter what you look like. I know who you are inside. Doesn't matter what your appearance outside looks like. Thank you
So
for
your
sharing.
sisters.
And you cry. I'm crying also, and I just kind of like take a moment and I pull back and I wipe away a tear and say, "What can we do to help?"
I'm not sure that you can. My sisters will need to be dealt with if this really is them, but it seems like their type of thing.
Do you take children?
Yes.
What do they like to do? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew type scenario?
um in some cases,
Do they live in a house
yes.
of candy?
No, they do not.
Bathe in their
But they,
blood for eternal youth?
no, they don't need to do that. They take them to become their servants, and those that don't make that cut are used as food.
I just kind of look at her. I look at Euchariah. I look at her. Look at Euchariah.
Yes, that's
I just cock an eyebrow.
That's what caused me to leave.
Oh,
She's obviously not the same as her sisters. She
Euchariah
obviously have different beliefs.
you were brought to us as a child.
You found me as a child. I could barely speak or walk when you found me. As far as I know, you've always been my mother.
You were brought to us, and you were to be one of the servants. If you made the cut, I couldn't stand to see that happen, so I took you and left. That is what really happened.
I thought you just happened to come across me
No,
in the woods one day.
no, you were brought by my sister's servants. I never had their tastes.
What? Why me?
There was
What made me different from all the others for you?
I was done. I couldn't take it anymore. I had been fighting who I was for a long time. I was afraid of my sisters. But I finally reached a point where I couldn't stand by anymore, and even if it meant my death, if I could spare you that fate, I would.
That's why we were alone in our little hut in the woods together to protect me.
Yes.
thank you. And I'm sorry that
Not.
with everything that you've gone through.
Don't be
But I'm
sorry
always
for me.
great.
I
But
would
I'm
do it
always
all again.
grateful and well,
So
Well,
I want to make
if
sure this
you'll
doesn't happen to
forgive
anyone
me,
else.
but can you explain what you and your sisters are?
We are hags. Dusk hags, to be specific.
this is a very, very weird family dynamic. That's what I got to say about it.
Have I had any of my research? Have I ever heard? I think we came across a hag once, right? Didn't we? In the early days of our adventuring.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
painted a couple of them.
Huh?
I've painted a couple, but we haven't come
No.
across any.
I thought that there was one that was. Shoot, I forgot. Like back in the Fandolin times before we streamed.
No, I don't think there was a hag.
Maybe it was something else then. I thought it was like something that we've. I can't recall the. I'll have to go back in my notes and see. Maybe it was something different then. All right. Anyway, I'm guessing that I probably have no idea what that type of creature is. I'm guessing that she would have prevented any knowledge of that.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
All right.
Can I do one as well? Have I come across anything in history? In my studies.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try it.
I did not do good. I got a 10.
No, you've never heard of a dusk hag.
Arcana or history?
It'd be Arcana or Nature, really.
Ugh. I am rolling for crap. I just rolled I rolled a 1 with a +4. That's 5.
Can I choose to can I take Arcana over Nature?
Yeah.
18.
You've never heard of them either. You've heard of other hags. You've heard of like green hags and night hags, but you've never heard of dusk hag.
Do you have any things that you don't like? Like things that you're weak against? In case your sisters do decide to come by?
I nudged Klimbrim. What are you talking
I'm
about?
not going to do it to her.
That would be good information to have there, Euchariah. We need to know
He's right,
what we're going up
Euchariah.
against.
But no, there's nothing.
My downfall is sunlight.
There's nothing that's.
Which is funny because we have a guy who literally glows.
All right, it was the Banshee that I was thinking.
Oh,
of.
the Banshee.
Oh, that's right.
I was thinking of the Banshee.
No, there's nothing that we're particularly susceptible to.
Bummer.
But I can tell you that.
Where do your sisters typically hail from?
It's wherever they can find food. They've never been.
So they
picky.
can blend into the crowd like you.
Yes.
Well, we know what they would probably look like now. Can you do locate person or monster now, Octavian? Because you would show up, and we know it's not you.
Yes, but the way that he explains the way that spell would work is that it would point out the closest creature. Without knowing them specifically, it would point out the closest one, not necessarily any of them.
So we could still go to... So if Madeline stays here, we can go to the center of the city. You can do that. And if it pings, roughly in her direction, or if there's one closer, then we...
Within 1,000 feet, but I'm guessing that the middle of the city would be beyond that 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
So
So
then,
I think that, yeah,
I mean, we can just like radar it.
that's a good point. I
Because
Madeline, I know,
they can clearly blend in.
Madeline, I know that you're good deep down. Do you really don't believe your sisters are?
Oh no, they are not.
They are stealing children. I'm going to go
Right.
with no.
They are evil to their core. My true name is Helen.
Helen?
Helen Greasebristle.
Helen. You know, you don't think when you think hag, you don't necessarily think Helen as the hag's name. So that's a bit
Right.
surprising to me, but all right.
My sisters are Elsie Bone Switcher and Old Shelly Soil Cheek.
Old Shelly?
Old Shelly Soil Cheek.
Shelly Soil Cheek?
Mm-hmm.
Say that 3 times fast.
She's the eldest.
Old Shelly
God, her
Soil
parents
Cheek.
must have hated her.
When was the last time you saw them? Was it when you left?
Yes, it would have been over 25 years ago.
Do they know that you're here?
I'm afraid that that's what brought them here. Me coming out of hiding.
Old Shelly Soil Cheek sold seashells by the seashore.
So they did find out that you were here, and that's when you believe that that's when the disappearances started. You said the disappearances were about 2 months ago, right?
That's when the first child disappeared.
How long have you been
yes.
here? How long have you been?
I've been here for probably
since
close to
the after the attack.
Probably close to 2.5 years.
So you came here right after the attack.
I made my way
on
here.
our
Yes.
hut. Why'd you come here? What made you come this way? I made my way. The Temple of the Open Mind, I believe, is west of where I was, right? And
Yes.
we're east.
Yes.
So we kind of went in opposite directions, I think.
No, you both went west. Oh, actually, yeah. She went northeast. You went northwest.
Yeah.
And she looks at you. She's like, I had a vision. Is one of the things that I can do. So can my sister. And it told me to come here.
I feel like we went over this.
Do you know why you came here?
Yeah, I think she told you before that she had a vision, and that's why she came to Greyhawk.
Okay.
But she didn't tell you that was something that she can do.
Yeah.
Before.
Do you know any idea what the purpose of what brought you here is?
No, I don't.
All right.
We'll do everything in our power to make a difference, and if we need to confront your sisters, um, is that something that what if we were to do that? What do you want us to do if we find them?
Destroy them. And
Really?
or run.
You really
Don't
want
die.
us to you really want us to
Got it.
destroy them if we can?
They will never stop hunting. They will never stop hunting me. And if they learn that you're still alive, they will come after you again as well.
Yukariah, these are not creatures that we can negotiate with. It sounds to me like Madeline here is kind of out of the ordinary for her type, her people.
She is absolute proof that they can change, though.
Well, perhaps, but I'm not willing to take that risk. They've been hunting and taking children, and they're the more important parts. If we're gonna take these hags down, if we're gonna save those children, we're gonna have to take these hags down. And I, for one, will have no problem dispatching them if they've harmed children.
You ask what made me leave with you, Yuki. I had a vision that you were to do great things. You wouldn't have been able to do that. You were serving sisters.
Thank you for saving me. I never understood or thought that was. I was too young to understand at the time.
I had hoped that you wouldn't remember any of it.
I owe you everything, but thank you for telling me the truth. Where did I come from?
I believe that you were taken from Celine.
I hope that I can live up to your visions and expectations. And I go in and I give her another big hug.
Okay. This time you guys don't even have to roll perception checks. She is just crying. If you find my
model, you're still my modeling.
And you're my Yuki. If you find them, do not hesitate. Do what you must to survive. If that means running and hiding.
Well,
anything that we should actively try to avoid using? Is there anything that makes them stronger?
Not that makes them stronger, but I can tell you that they cannot be blinded. They cannot be charmed. And they cannot be frightened.
We'll find them. We'll try and find them. Set the children free. And we'll set you free, Madeline.
And I will warn you, do not let them touch you. They can fill your mind with nightmares.
You've always filled me with dreams and hope. Okay. I'm not sure if there's anything more else that we can discuss.
Should probably go back in and see if we can find any in the city.
I will tell you that odds are they will not be someplace fancy. They will be looking to stay hidden. They like dark places.
So probably the thieves' quarter, or where we're at.
You haven't seen them.
They're
You're
not
just
here
suspecting that
they're
it's
not
them.
in the shanty town.
Have you ever sensed them since you've been in Greyhawk?
No. They've stayed away.
But you just know the pattern that you've seen before.
I don't know that it's actually them, but it fits.
Do you have any possible idea where they could be?
They could be hiding in the old town, though kind of doubt that. Too many people. They like to be alone. They may be in some woods somewhere. They may be in the sewers.
But you figure they're still in the area of the city.
If they're the ones taking these children, then yes. If they're not, it may be others. It may be some other hags, but I have a feeling it's me.
Do they look just like you? Or are they any
Yes.
different?
Well, they look like the other me.
They don't hide their appearance or put on a different appearance for the world. They don't hide that.
They would if they had to pass, but no, they've always tended to not try to hide in plain sight. They don't feel they need to.
Thank you. We'll do what we can.
They are fey. And believe themselves above others.
Thank you, Madeline.
Certainly. Where is it that you're staying again?
It's a town in the river, or it's an inn in the river quarter. The Barge Inn. Where we're staying. We've only been here a day.
If I learn anything, I will send word to the barge.
Thank you. And if I learn anything, I will send you a message the way that I've been.
Thank you. Be safe.
You as well.
She takes your hand and taps the ring, says, keep this close.
It has saved me many times. Thank you for the gift. I wish that I could give you a gift that can protect you the way that it has me.
You have no need to do given me a great gift as it. Now, go Or you make me start weeping again.
Okay. I think that way. Guys, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry. Had to tend to the dogs.
Oh,
Yep.
of course. I'm speaking in character.
Trevor got a hold of Octavian.
Really?
Oh no.
Is Fig?
Yeah, it must have fallen because it's not like I would have seen him jump up on the table. And he broke the base.
Oh, damn.
Oh, bummer, man.
Octavian himself is fine. He's just missing a corner of his base.
Well, he we'll just play it in character that he got attacked, and his
that was where he got attacked by the ooze.
Dissolved it away.
uh
Yeah, because I mean it was covered in dog hair, so it must have fallen off the table at some point.
Huh. Damn. Well, we'll figure something out.
So I'm guessing that we all exit out,
Yeah.
and as we get near the edge of the tent, I kind of like look back to her, and I quickly transpose back over to her and give her one last hug before running out.
He hugs you back. Like, go. We'll see each other again soon.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
And I leave. Whew. So that just happened.
So how you doing?
Okay.
Your mom's a monster.
No, she's still who she is. Everyone's different. They're all the same. She's still the same on the inside. It doesn't matter what she's on the outside.
This is true, but
I don't look
How
at
you
her one way
doing?
or the other. I know I'm okay. Just
so you found out that you were. So how about the fact that she didn't find you, that you were stolen?
Yeah. By her sisters or someone. And
Servant.
she saved me from being eaten or something. Yeah. I was like really little. I don't remember that. But anyway, let's not let this happen to anyone else. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what happened to me. I'm here. It is what it is, and let's just make sure that anyone else any other unfortunate children are safe, right? Because they don't have a Madeline to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Helen.
Whatever you're going to call her.
Yes. So I think that we can. I think we can do this, right?
Oh, I know we can.
I think we can. We just have to find these ladies. We've got to save those babies.
I think probably the thieves' quarter or what is it? The slums. I think those are the places where we should probably start off.
That might be a good place to look.
For now, if we're suspecting within the city, but it may be under the city, it may be outside the city. I mean, if you think about it, if it is her sisters, would they actually bring children within the city, or would they have something outside? I mean, it would be easier to just keep keep it outside rather than try and smuggle anyone within.
Yeah, but they can also blend right in and just lie.
Yeah, but they don't. It sounds like they don't really do that. It sounds like that they're kind of proud of who they are. Where Maudlin, she actually try to make a difference and try and change and be better, knowing that her appearance would have an impact on how others perceive her. They don't seem to. They do it more out of necessity. Only
They could
absolutely
also
necessary.
they
Like-
themselves could be in the city and they send their servants out to go get the children.
That's true. I'm just thinking that if the way that it was
And they
described, I think that they're
Stay
more
in their
like,
hovel.
I think their hovel may be more outside rather than inside, but I think that it's still worth a shot to take a look inside, though. I'm just saying, I have no idea where to go start, so let's start on the inside, I guess. We have we can try and track them. We can try and attempt to track the doll of the little girl that was taken a couple of days ago. Octavian, you up for that? Yeah, sure.
I think trying to track one of them would be way easier because he's now seen one.
Yeah, that's true. He can locate creature.
Would they technically be a creature?
I would think so.
DM.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement.
Let me see.
The spell can locate a creature. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature to that specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn. So
okay, yeah. So yes, it could be a creature. They would be considered a creature
because it even specifies human.
Yeah.
So long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once. So Octavian was with us, and he saw Maudlin's true form. So that is... Octavian says he can only do that once today. So we got to make it count. So do you want to go like in the middle of like that more slum district? And
how long does it last?
Concentration up to an hour.
So we can like jog around.
We can move around for an hour, and he can look for up to 1,000 feet. We'll know for sure.
Yeah.
About how long would it take to go from the lower entrance of Greyhawk to the center of the city?
From
walking? The highway gate, from the highway gate through the slum quarter up to like the barge in area or the garden gate.
Just like up the processional.
I'm guessing that we would want to probably go in, like take a detour, like in the middle of the slum quarter, right? We wanted to like look more in the slums, right?
Slum or the thieves' quarter, they're next to one another.
Going from the highway gate to the garden gate, you're probably looking at least a half an hour to 45 minutes if you go straight up the processional and don't stop.
Okay, what if So I would suggest that maybe go through the highway gate, up through the main, and then when it forks, maybe go to the slum and kind of double back around and kind of like stay within the lower portion and finish off in the thieves' quarter. Does that make sense? Kind of like loop around.
But you're not really sure where the thieves' quarter. You've heard these terms, but you're not sure where exactly the thieves' quarter is and the slum quarter
Yeah,
is.
most people don't. That's not common knowledge usually. There was, oh yeah, no, over there, that's the thieves' neighborhood, and that's the cleric's neighborhood. And that,
Ah, I got
What you mean?
imagine.
Not everybody gets this Disney style map
Right.
to tell you
exactly.
exactly where
I've-
everything is at.
Hey, it's given to you when you enter the front gates. That everyone knows that you just pick it off of the little.
Yeah, and then there's like a
you know,
big one that's on like a bulletin board with a
Yeah,
big
it
star
says,
that
"You
says
are
you
here."
are
You
here.
are here, right? Exactly. It's not a key. It's not a kiosk.
All right.
Welcome to
Man,
the
even
Grey
Lord
Hall.
Farquaad put those in his.
I mean,
Exactly.
this is how big the map is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot to fold.
But we
onto-
know that in the southern portion, it's the. I think that it's the
I
knowledge
mean,
that
we've seen
known.
the visual difference between like the difference in the town between what's on the south side of the Black Gate and the north side of the Black
yeah.
Gate.
Old Town is definitely the decrepit area. It's not as well kept, although some of the buildings are still pretty well kept. I mean, there's a brewery down there that's actually in good shape. There's some other buildings. It's just things are a little dirtier. They're not as clean. They're not as kept up. From what you've seen, just walking along the processional, you haven't seen any place that's really like what you would call a slum. It's
I would
just
say
old.
that we just. I would say that we just start there, just kind of wander around, essentially looping around as much as we can, and get as much as we can out of the hour. Would you guys agree?
Say again.
I would say when we enter the Black Gate, after we like walk up,
The
after a
highway
couple
gate or the
minutes-
black gate?
the highway gate.
Highway.
Okay, because the
Before-
black
like,
gate
we-
is between the old town and the middle section of the town, which is
I'm not
the
even
largest, by the
talking.
way.
I'm not saying we even enter the Black Gate at this point. We like as soon as like after about so many minutes past the highway gate, Octavian, I think that you should maybe try and use your special locate magic and then we kind of loop around as much as we can, staying within the between the Black Gate and the highway gate.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's what you guys want to do.
Do you guys think that would be the best direction?
I think it sounds. Yeah, I think that sounds wise.
Yeah, I think it's a solid plan.
Hmm.
I think it's a solid plan.
Okay, so you head in. You're checked at the gate, just like normal. You get inside, and then how far in do you want to go?
About 1,000 feet.
Okay. You get in, and Octavian casts a spell, so go ahead and mark that off.
I will. So it would be for locate creature.
Yep.
So this is I can't actually do that. You would have to do that, DM.
Okay.
It won't let me do that, but I can mark it down manually though. So he would cast it as a 4th level, which is his only spell slot. So we can only do it 1 time per day.
Oh shit! I forgot to ask Madeline something. Oh well.
What was that?
Oh, she clearly was upset about you turning into that girl. And I wanted to know who she was to her.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you didn't see her? She was clearly upset about something, or she was clearly startled by it.
Oh, sweet. I just cast that on the thing, and it actually marked Octavian as having concentration. I cast it in.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, it did.
On D&D Beyond, and it put concentration
Oh,
on
that's
Octavian.
cool.
That's awesome.
Cool.
It actually worked the way it was supposed to. Something went right with the way I set things up.
Small
Alright.
victories. Good job, DM.
Small victories. Trust me, I need them right
Oh.
now with the way things are going at work.
So I think that Octavian, anything pinking for you right now?
He has no pings.
All right. So I think we kind of walk up.
Whereabouts are we? I'm so sorry.
You're going to cast it about 1,000 feet in up the processional.
Okay, cool. I think we should just continue.
Which way do you want to go? You're heading north up the processional. Do you want to go to the right or to the left?
I think we should go left because the slump. I'm afraid that we're going to ping Maudlin. Then she's
She would
south.
be to the right and down.
She's
Yeah.
southeast, and I think is well out of 1,000 feet from here. If I have to guess, right?
Not necessarily. She's up against the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think we should go left. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
That sounds fine to me. I'm following your lead.
that's
Okay.
fine.
So
That
you start moving through. Let me pull up my map again. There's really no cross streets until you have to move farther in a little bit, or you have to go back a little. It depends on what you want to do.
I'd say we keep going until we see a main street. That's
Okay.
little,
There is a
that
bigger
leads more
street
to
that you've noticed that crosses the processional down here.
I would say we would go there.
Okay. You make the left, and you start heading around. If any places you guys care about.
I mean, we're going to be passing the Daggerarium, and I'm really curious to know what the hell that is.
Hey, you don't know that.
A little curious too. What exactly is a Daggerarium?
That's right. They're going to be River, Old City. Here we go. All right, so you head down there, and the first place you notice off to your right, just as you turn down the street, as you go left, just to your left there is a place called Madame Serena's Fortune Telling.
Well, that sounds ominous. Again. Well, perhaps we should check out this Madame Serena's.
I don't know. Isn't that kind of all hokum?
Different hokum. Oh, divination is, I mean, it's a form of magic as well,
I know. I believe Raslim is actually more of a divination wizard, right?
What's that?
Raslim is a divination wizard, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he? I don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I have no idea. Now I really wish I did.
I think he is, yeah.
I think he specialized in divination. maybe if it is more legit with actual magical abilities, yeah, maybe they can help aid us.
Well, it couldn't hurt to try. They might have something. Something they can tell us.
I don't think we got the time right now, though. Octavian probably mentions that we only have about 50 minutes left.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. We should keep moving then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we keep moving along that street that we turned on at the corner here.
Yep. So that's just past that corner. And you continue down, and there's some more things. And as you notice, the street starts to turn towards the north, like it starts to kind of curve around. And you notice that the buildings start to get a little bit more run down as you head over into this area. And as you continue up, you look over and you can see to your left, there's another street that goes down back towards the southeast, or southwest. And you can see like a large, a good sized building, not really overly large, but you can see like a big plume of smoke coming out from one of the chimneys there.
All right. Well, we should step over to the building then.
If you head down that way, that is Bedroot's Daggorarium, is what it says outside.
Well, you were wondering what the Daggorarium was.
Yeah, I really need to come back to this.
What does it look like? Does it look like it sells blades or something, Chris?
You see, yeah, it looks like there's blades and other things.
So like a weapon shop.
It kind of looks like that, yeah.
Well, we could, I wouldn't mind coming back here too as well to see what sorts of things they carry.
We have a lot that we want to come back to and check things out here in the city.
Children first, yeah. Save the kids, shop later.
Just save the babies. Exactly.
Octavian,
Save the babies.
Octavian, you're not getting any pings, I'm guessing.
Nothing.
Right?
Didn't get anything off of Serena's?
Nope. Continues moving. Go up the street, and then on your right, you as you're still curving back around towards, you're actually pretty close to the wall now. You can see that on your right is a place called the Left Hand Inn.
The Left Hand Inn.
Yep, the Left Hand Inn. And then you keep coming around, and right next to that is right across.
I bet Clembrum that wishes that she was left-handed right now.
You head up
I'm
the
getting pretty
up the
good
street
at
more.
writing
Now,
lefty, though.
now you're heading pretty much north again. And to your left is a very large, what looks like a storage house or a warehouse of some kind. And now you're up to where there's another storage building in front of you, and really there's nowhere else to go. You can see the wall in front of you and the wall to your left, so you'd have to turn back towards the right. And I need you guys to make perception checks.
All right.
Ooh, that's good. 17.
I have
11.
not rolled over. I have not rolled over at 10 tonight. 5.
11.
Okay, what'd you get, Uriah?
17.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop rolling digitally.
You actually notice that the street you just turned on, there you spotted a sign. It's called Assassin's End.
Ooh, the street is called Assassin's End.
Yes.
I make a note of it and tell the
And-
group, like, hey, like, this looks a little ominous.
So now you're heading east again, by the way, just so you know. And you see right there to your left, as you turn that corner, is a place called Sternez Stables. You can see a couple of horses in a paddock out in the back area of it.
Are there any white horses?
High or low?
Low.
No, there are not.
Just wondering.
I mean, there's some with white on them, but there's no actual like pure white horses.
Just wondering if certain someone would come back to the group if she knew that there's white horses here.
So you continue and you wind up crossing over a small stream that's running right through the street. And as you do, okay. You pass what looks like a rundown boarding house or tenement building, and then just a little ways beyond that is Geraldson's Locksmithy. A small shop. The road kind of goes up at a northeasterly move. Still no pings. And as you're coming around, you see a building to your left called Turin's Servant Agency.
Torrens what agency?
Turin's Servant Agency.
Oh, servant agency.
And to your left, or to your right, sorry, is the White Horse Inn. And then you're at the Black Gate and back at the processional.
And no pings that whole time.
No pings that whole time. And
About
I'm gonna
how
say
much
that
time
took
has
you
passed?
that took you probably 45 minutes to walk that.
Ooh.
Do we just want to head south and see if we can get any pings on the other side here, or just continue straight?
I think maybe continue straight.
Sounds
Because
good to me.
Because we would have gotten pings from like that bathhouse that's at that intersection and that crypt.
If we knew, I think that we knew that there's a crypt there, if I recall from before. But that would have we would have gotten pinged 1,000 feet in all directions.
Exactly. So
we
yeah,
would have
going down
known-
the center wouldn't make sense.
I think that continuing on straight
Yeah.
would be our best option because
Get as
we're
far in as we can to see.
because this goes. This will also ping anything beyond the wall, if I'm not mistaken. Is
Yeah,
that
the wall
correct, Liam?
won't be a barricade for it.
So it's even going, since we've been traveling along the wall, it's even 1,000 feet beyond the wall as well.
Yeah, you guys
And
So, I
pretty
mean,
much
theoretically
covered.
below us too.
You covered most of the upper section of the. Actually, you know what? It's probably only about a half an hour for you to walk that far because it's looking at where it is, and if you had cast it there and then walked around there and through there, yeah, maybe a half an hour because you were. I'm gonna say you weren't going really quickly, but you weren't like moving at a really slow pace either.
We were going at a, like what is it called?
At a medium pace.
What's the
Power walk.
The power
the power
walkers.
walk? Yes, the power walk pace. Yes. So I say we continue on.
Ball
straight
walking
rather
through
than-
the city.
Yeah. Moving with
You
the
staying
purpose.
you staying in Old Town and heading across the processional to the east side of the processional, or are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going south down the main. We're not going across the Black Gate. We're going to keep going to an area that we haven't actually been before.
Okay, so as you come out that street, right across the street from you is Madame Zaccaruso's Rooms for Rent that you've seen before because it's right on the processional. You actually have to turn south again to go down one of the roads that runs up along between the wall and then like there's some homes and stuff like that in there. You walk down that street, and then you get to another larger street that you then turn back south. And then you come down south, actually kind of more southwest-ish. In there, though, you see you see an area that so as you're going down the road, you've got the wall to the north, and then to your south, as you're coming through there's a whole section in the middle there that just looks like it's all been burned. Not recently, but it looks like it was all burned quite a while ago.
But no attempt at restoration.
No, not in this area, no. But it's a whole section there of the.
That kind of sounds like the area that they would maybe
Yep, I agree. Let's go.
maybe in. I say we
No-
head in that, more
no
to
pings.
that area. All right.
It's less than
Continue
1,000
on.
feet across.
All right, then we continue on.
Or you kind of loop around it and come back down, and then you get to a basically an intersection where you can continue going southeast, or you can turn right or left. Right would take you back towards the processional. Left would take you out towards the wall.
Towards the wall.
Towards the wall.
I was thinking similarly.
Okay. You head that way, and you wind up passing a large building called Zorbo's House of Fun.
Is this like what's the Ron Weasley's brothers
The Weasley
is,
joke shop, whatever it was.
the joke shop? Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have to stop in there.
You see a colorfully dressed man outside the door, and he's like, come to Zorbo's House of Fun.
In like 15 minutes.
Why 15 minutes? Do it now.
On a mission. And just keep going.
You, he points at you, Euchariah. You look like you want to have fun. Come. 1
Maybe
silver.
later. Maybe later. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after these messages.
I, as like walking away, I turn around to him and shout back, "Know anything about missing kids?"
No.
Okay, turn around and keep going.
Kids have fun here too.
Yeah, maybe we should have been asking about that this whole time.
Go around. Hey, has anybody seen any hags?
So now you follow that around, and now you come to another street, and you can go either right or left. Right will take you back more south. Left will take you back up towards the. It goes actually north, east. So it's going to take you back towards both of the walls, like the intersection where the inner wall and the outer wall meet.
I'd say right.
Keep heading towards the wall.
Oh no, I was
back towards the south.
I was gonna say south, go more towards inward towards the city rather than outward at this point. Like we're already pretty close to the wall within 1,000 feet, I would think.
Okay.
I would say we go right and say more towards inward of the city to try and verify that there's nothing within the city itself.
So yeah, as you head back back south, and you're coming around, to your right is one of the largest buildings you've seen in this area of the city. It's you see a lot of people standing around it. Just kind of leaning against walls, standing around talking to each other. It's also one of the most well-kept buildings in here.
Any idea what it is? Can we identify potentially what it is?
There's no signage you can see. There are a number of windows, particularly up on the second floor. But yeah, nothing. It is a pretty imposing building in this area, though.
How are the people around us right now?
I mean, there's not a lot of people over in this section of town. You can make an insight check, though.
I'm just wondering, like, how they're acting. Are they, like, going about the same as everyone else up to this point, or has there been a shift in the dynamic?
Okay, make an insight check.
18.
The people in this area, I mean, nothing's really changed for the normal people on the street. When you look at the people around that building, though, the casual nature that they're putting off is, you can tell that it's fake. That all of them are on alert. They're all watching everything that's going on around them.
Okay. All right.
Then you come down.
Like, hey, just kind of be careful. About how much time do we think that does Octavian have about?
Maybe another.
I'm guessing we're approaching an hour soon, right?
Yeah, you're probably looking at another maybe 15 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay.
You come to a road and to another T. You can go left or right. Right will take you past the front of that building. Left takes you towards the wall, the outer wall, and then it curves back around to the south.
Karis, what do you think?
To the right, you can see that there's another road that goes south again, just past the building.
Why don't you go right then?
Okay, So you go right, and then you're gonna go left down that other path.
Aye.
Okay, so it winds through another bunch of buildings, and then it winds around and it curves and heads back towards the outer wall. And there. Okay, you get over and around, and then you can go either north or south as you hit another T intersection.
South. I say south.
Okay, south, and you wind up in a little it opens up into like a little square, and on this square, you see the esteemed chapel of Naribo and Mother Esther's Bakery and Boarding House. And it's right about there that the spell drops.
Mary Karis, do you know Mother Esther's? Is that like erroneous that you know of?
Make perception checks.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah, finally a little bit better. 12.
Oh, no. I had a horrible one. Perception 3. Got a net 2.
17.
17. So Maricaris and Klimbrum, you're getting these wonderful smells of like baking breads and things like that. And it's coming from this shabby little building that is Mother Esther's or Mama Esther's bakery and boarding house.
It smells delicious.
So this whole time, though, I kind of nudge Octavian. You didn't get any pings at all, like this whole time, this last hour.
Nope, no pings.
I don't think they're in the city. Like, I think anywhere else beyond this would be too too crowded or too ritzy where Model and Sisters would be located. I think they may be outside of the city.
You know what?
Or
Chris,
under the city.
hang on, hang on, Uriah. Let me see if I can sense anything. So, what was the name of the building with the building you just mentioned again, Chris?
Mama Esther's.
Mama Esther's. I'm going to go up to around Mama Esther's there. Absolutely, like just kind of the front door, and is it open?
Yeah.
You said it's a Mama Esther's what? What is it? It's a
bakery and boarding
house or something like that. Bakery and boarding house. That was it. I'm gonna go inside. I want to go inside.
Okay. Go inside. It's kind of run down, but you see this older woman. She's like, "Hello, dear. What can I get you?"
I understand you've got quite a bakery here. I've heard good things.
You've heard right. I have breads. I have rolls. I even have 2 cakes and a pie.
2 cakes and a pie. What's in the pie?
The pie is apple.
Oh, apple. You know I love. That's one of my favorites. There is apple pie. But you know I've been we've been walking along, my friends, and I, a few of my companions, we're investigating some lost children in the area. You know, I was wondering if you knew anything about it. You heard anything about some lost kids?
I mean, I've heard of kids going missing, but that happens all the time here in Old Town.
That's sad, isn't it? This day and age, children just going missing.
It truly is.
Aye. What was your name, lass?
I'm Mama Esther.
Oh, so you're the proprietor there. The sign, your name's on the sign
Yes.
there.
Yes, I am.
Well, so you've got your apple pie there. What? I think I'm not going to go with the pie, but I think I wouldn't mind a nice warm roll.
Coming right up. Here you go.
Thank
She's
you.
like this one just came out about 5 minutes ago.
I'll take it, and as I take it from her, I'm going to channel divinity and detect good and evil.
Okay.
And like I said, once again, it's a 60-foot range, and anything that's not under total cover should ping.
Okay. And what is good and evil going to give you?
What's that?
What does that good and evil actually do?
As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, or any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
Okay.
So it's a presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. So I sense great evil, great good, and it also tells me if something is a celestial, fiend, or undead.
Yeah. You get nothing where you're at.
Nothing. Okay. How big is this boarding house?
The room you're in isn't very big, but the boarding house itself, it looks like she's probably got a few rooms.
Right. And this is kind of a rough area of town, right?
And then like a kitchen area. Yeah. This is not. I mean, it's this building's seen better days. Like that'll be a one copper deal.
So I take a big bite out of it, and how does it taste?
It's delicious.
All right. Oh, this is lovely. This
Still
is quite
warm.
nice. Here, I'll give her 3 coppers, and I'll take 2 more.
Certainly. And she grabs 2 and wraps them up, hands them to you.
So you've got a boarding house here as well.
Aye, 1 silver a week.
Aye, do you have is there anybody out of the ordinary staying here? Have you noticed?
No, I've got 3 boarders right now, and they seem fine.
Aye. Well, who are they?
Well, now I can't be telling other people's business.
I pull out a gold coin. I said, I mean, like I said, I am looking for some lost children, and I kind of slide that gold coin across the table, across the counter there. So any help you can be would be would be very beneficial.
Well, I don't like to talk, but as the coin just disappears, stay up there, Matt. Nope. Don't fall, Matt. Stay up there. Like, well, there's no children staying here, but sorry, I'm looking somebody up because I don't know who. In this chapter. Oh wait. Oops. Okay. Here. Okay, she's like, I have two men and a woman staying here. Um, one's name is Haral. That's one of the men.
Mm.
The the other man is Eth, and the woman is Kola.
You telling me about this woman? What is she? What sort of person is she?
She seems fine enough. She's not overly well to do. She she keeps to herself. She doesn't cause any trouble. She's been here for about 2 days.
Oh, you see.
I'd say she's probably around 30.
She's only been here for 2 days.
Hi.
All right. All right, there, Mum. I've taken enough enough of your time. Thanks again for your lovely roles. And I'm sure I'll if I get the opportunity, I'll be sure to be back.
No problem. I've been here for a long time. I plan to be here for quite a bit longer. But yes, if you want the best baked goods in town, come here.
I have no doubt about that. So I take my rolls out and I walk out the door and I hand one to Klimbrum and I hand one to Uriah. It's like well, they've got good rolls,
Oh, thank you.
but I don't.
Yum 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 yum.
But I haven't. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's a hag here. I was a bit. Just wasn't sure, but
I have a feeling that they're not in the city. I really I have a feeling that if they're taking children from outside of the city, that they're not going to bring them inside. I think that they have someplace outside. I'm almost thinking that do we want to? There's that town, the Greenfest that we were thinking about following up with regarding our other, with Cervecan. I'm almost wondering that maybe we'll have a better feeling, like if that's only about like an hour or so away from here, from what I think that based off of what the guard told us.
Day away.
That
A
it
day
was
away?
a day away.
Oh, a day
Yeah.
away. Then maybe we would, I think that they, like, based off of the way that Madeline described her sisters, I don't think they would be within the city itself. They would have someplace outside, more remote. Maybe we take a chance, head down that direction, and maybe we'll have better luck on maybe finding something that would be where potentially her sisters could be, or maybe the kids. It would be a lot riskier to bring them back within the city than to keep them outside of the city and just take them farther away.
I mean, yeah, we can certainly try that.
That's my best guess right now. I really don't think that in like the main, like we searched the lower old district. I don't think they're going to be in the main district where so many people are at, and then I don't think they're going to be in the garden or the high end district where like the more wealthy are. I think it would be outside of the city, if anything, or maybe even underneath, if there is any type of underneath within the city. I think it would be outside. But if we were going to follow up with this Green Fest town a day away, maybe we can kind of try to see if we have anything along the way. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I know that we've come up empty so far here, so I just don't think I doubt that they're far. You know, if they
I think
are
they're
outside of town, they're probably it can't be that far
within a day. Like
though.
that one town is within a day. I think that it would be within at least a day's worth as well. I agree with you, Karis. That's why I was suggesting like maybe we make our way towards that way, and we kind of like maybe we can track both in a way.
Two birds and all that.
Hmm.
Potentially, like we have no idea which direction they went. I don't know. Do we know if there's anything north of the city, or is it?
North of the city, there is a little bit of a shack town on the northeast. Or wait, no, sorry, northwest. And then there's what they call Barge End, out that way. But then mostly north of town is forest land.
Well, she did say that they probably, Maudlin did say they could be in a foresty area. They could also be somewhere in the sewers.
I feel like
Um,
the ping works downwards too, though.
It probably would.
DM, does the ping work downwards that entire time we were doing that?
As far as you know, it works 1,000 feet in every direction.
I'll look up.
So what you know is the river is to the west. There's plains to the east. What you've seen from where Maudlin was, and then from what you've seen and been able to figure out is north of the city is forest land. It's also forested on the other side of the river.
But over the river, that is heavily trafficked, or there's a lot of traffic in terms of.
On the river, yes. On the other side of the river, not so much. There's really
No,
not.
but to get over the river,
Yeah,
I'm guessing that there's a lot of traffic in terms of going like up and down.
there is a lot
That-
of river traffic.
Yeah, I have a feeling if they're trying to smuggle any type of potential missing children, that they're trying to do it covertly or no one would notice. I don't think they're going to go inside the city or over a river where there's so many people observing, or there be any question. They will want to keep it away from any type of eyes that would have any kind of concern. I say either it's north in the wooded area of the city, like past the city, or south where we're kind of looking.
I think we should probably check the woods to the north first before heading south.
I think you're right. I agree.
Right, so it's
I have to
Sarah,
admit,
what do you think?
I have to admit, I'm a bit of a loss.
Do we
approaching.
want to go? Do you guys want to go pray, and maybe you'll get something?
I think a trip to Aronius is its temple certainly couldn't hurt.
We can also inquire there. Maybe get more people in on this.
Exactly. I mean, quite true. I don't understand why no one has investigated this. There's 4 children just missing in 2 months. I mean,
It's a big city. They very well just may not know. I mean, the kids are being taken outside the city.
They're
Right, and the other
outside
thing-
of the city.
Yeah, from what you've seen, there are no guards outside the city.
They don't care about outside the
And,
city.
yeah.
That's why I think it's staying outside of the city. I don't think it's inside the city at all. I think we need to maintain looking outside of the city. That's why I was thinking maybe elsewhere.
All right,
Yeah,
but
what-
at the very least, we should maybe go to the church and see if they can, if they know anything, or if they can help at all.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you're heading back. You're gonna head back out towards the processional and head up to the garden
Yeah.
gate.
Correct.
Through the black gate and up to the garden gate.
Yep.
Okay. You make it through the black gate. They ask for your writs and your names again. You head through the Petite Bazaar. Is there anything you guys want to shop for or anything like that as you're heading up or do
Nope.
in the middle of town here?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
I've got everything I need at the moment.
Let's just go.
You get to the garden gate and again they give you the eye, and they really look you over when it comes to like your weapons and things like that. Look at something here. Just want to see if it. Sorry, I'm just there. It is. Okay, yeah. So they just make you sign the roster to mark your passage.
So it's almost like we've got to get our passports stamped.
Kind of, yeah. They just want to know that you went in. It's kind of indifferent, so they let you through. And I actually think that's where we're going to end things for tonight. We'll end a little early.
Okay.
I know it's a little early, but we can end there. I would like to have Octavian back for doing the temple stuff. So
The churches, yeah, absolutely.
So I think that was good for tonight.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Good time, guys. Even with only three players.
Lots of shit happening.
Yep.
You threw a big curveball at my backstory.
Yeah, nice work there, Pete. That was pretty good. Watching you roleplay, that was some nice work there.
I appreciate that. That took me all. No.
Hey, look who's coming on.
No.
Is it too late? Is it too late?
We just
are you kidding me?
Closed.
All right, let's keep going. Come on.
Hold on. I gotta figure out which one this is.
No.
Not that one.
Come on.
There he is.
He just joined up.
I was gonna say,
within
you want to go to
seconds.
church?
Rich.
So Rich.
Rich.
One of the things I will say, just take a look at the PC handout called Modelin.
Rich.
A PC handout.
Yep.
Rich.
It's in the journal section.
We literally just decided to stop.
What happened to Modelin? What is this? Why?
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
That's her. That's her. That's her final form.
She is.
Do you believe the sentence of "So your mom's a monster"? How you doing?
She's a dust hag, right?
Yeah,
but she's not evil.
She's not evil.
Rich.
No.
Seriously, we just called it 10 seconds before you joined up because we didn't want you to be not here for when you go to the church.
It's okay.
Yeah, because they just did you cast locate creature, and you guys wandered around the old town for an hour trying to locate
Oh my
any other
gosh.
dusk hags, and then when that didn't work, they decided that you guys were gonna go check the temples. So you were gonna head north up to the garden gate and go into the garden quarter and hit the temples.
Well, like we were saying, it's
Oh.
a good place to stop.
Ah,
You're also like 100 gold richer.
50
Yeah.
gold.
50 gold.
50 gold.
Yeah,
Alright,
I already
I'll
put
put
it.
that
I
in
already put it in your
thank you.
gold. So
I bet 50 gold on Klimbrim for you on your behalf.
it lasted 2 rounds.
And you what?
Yeah, the
Oh,
fight
yeah,
lasted
That
2
guy
you
didn't even
rounds.
touch me.
I bet 50 gold, and I bet you 50 gold too.
She wasn't able to stun him, but he also couldn't touch her.
Oh gosh, she
And
dropped
I
him
critted
so
him.
fast.
And I critted twice.
3 times.
I
Yeah,
critted
sorry.
him twice.
Oh,
And I had another natural 20 later on.
And we had an evening where, for only time this entire summer, where the 4 families of this circle of friends we have can get together. And this was the only night we can do it before like 2 of them go to Mexico and everyone goes
well,
to California.
that's fine, man. It's gonna happen.
No
Yeah,
worries. I'm going to be missing a session in August.
I thought you were going up north today, Pete.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, cool.
I applaud your
I delayed
devotion to
it.
the game.
I delayed it so that way I can play.
So tell me what your message meant, Chris.
You'll have to watch the show to see Euchariah's impersonation of Octavian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, that was hilarious.
What message did you get?
I sent him a text saying, Euchariah, Pete just did a what was it I said?
Something like something about Euchariah.
I said Pete just did a really bad Octavian, ROFL.
And it was really bad. It's like, do you know? Have you met your brother? I mean,
I'm upset I couldn't use locate creature myself too. Like I got some cool RP spells prepared.
No, you did not have locate creature prepared, and I couldn't do it.
I thought
That's the one you cast.
Oh, locate creature. It was locate object that I couldn't do.
I got rid of object for creature. Yeah.
Yes. So we
And
did
that's my
locate
high level
creature.
spell, yeah. That's my only 4th
So-
level slot.
So Klimbrim fought her pit battle, and I bet 50 gold, and I bet 50 gold on your behalf as well, because I didn't care.
2 to
you
1
weren't
odds.
here. 2 to 1 odds, and Klimbrim dropped him so easily. It was like 10 seconds, and it was done. Well,
You guys got a
10
minute?
seconds
What
in
else do
real
you
life.
guys do? I mean, I'll go back and watch it, but any highlights?
No problem. No problem.
It was basically the fight, and then went and talked to Model In, went and talked to the one of the missing kids' parents.
That's right.
Got some more
and-
information
Yep.
about the kid's parents. That a little girl that was like 6 years old, taken 4 days ago, and she had some nightmare dreams about. Let's see here, a monster, like an evil woman that grabs her, and then she was taken. We don't know exactly what it was. You seemed very anxious about that whole darn thing. Then we
you noticed that Model In was very anxious. Is what it was.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because your passive perceptions or your passive insight is so high.
What brought out Model this dust tag?
Us essentially just being like, no, you need to talk
Pushing.
to us. No,
Yeah.
you need to
Yeah,
talk
you
to us.
basically told Euchariah,
Klimbrim-
hey, she seems really off.
And then
Yeah,
I
Klimbrim was damn near about to punch her in the face.
and
So
Ma-
Octavian
well,
had a badass moment, like in conversation.
no, just like a feeling, and then I like push Model and like, you can trust us. Please tell me. And she's like, no, you're gonna judge me if you see me. And then she eventually dropped her full disguise and turned out to be not a old human woman, but a dust hag, apparently. And her sisters are the same way, and she thinks that her sisters are behind the whole disappearances that
Aha, okay.
that lure children to either essentially be slaves or be eaten. And my background was I was a said child that was going to be eaten or a slave, that she had a vision of me that I would be do good things, and she took me and raised me a bit basically at on her own. And
How many
is
sisters?
actually it wasn't
Two.
specified.
Two.
Two?
Two.
Yes,
Uh,
two.
Two
Yeah,
sisters.
two.
One
yes.
is
Elise
One is-
Elise Bone Witcher
Bone Switcher.
and Bone Switcher and Old Shilly Soil Cheek.
And they might be, she thinks they're here. Is that why she moved here, to kind of protect the kids? Or
No, she was here, and then the sisters found her.
He had a vision
and,
that told her to come here as well.
and her sisters, she believes, found her and started taking it. And Madeline's real name is Helen Greasebristle. So my whole background is totally fucked up right now.
Definitely threw him for a bit of a loop. That's for sure.
Eucharia Grease Bristle. I like it.
She only refers to him as Yuki.
Yuki.
Yuki Grease.
Yep, she called him it several times. Oh, Yuki. Oh, Yuki.
So she's good. She's good.
No, she is good, but her sisters
Yeah.
are. She made it very clear, like her sisters are evil. Kill them. Don't have any mercy. Essentially.
So you use locate creature.
So what
and-
we did was when we went back into Greyhawk, when we entered in
Wait.
the South Gate.
So did we get a long rest after the fight, Slumbro?
Yes. Yeah, and
Yeah, 'cause
I
I
gave
actually
you the long rest, and then
Because I prepared 2 spells before the long rest, thinking we're going to go get a long rest, like first thing in the morning, first part of the game. And that was one of the spells I prepared for the next morning. So if it would have been that night, we wouldn't have had it.
Locate creature?
Yeah, I prepared
Okay.
it for, because it was so late in the evening. Last thing I did was pick my 2 spells for the morning.
Okay, so the next day afterwards, we went back into the city, and when we were about 1,000 feet into the city from the South Gate, that's when I had your character start locate creature, and we kind of did a loop all the way around.
you made
the
it almost
entire-
all the way around Old City.
Yes.
Oh, good, because it's like 1,000 feet, which
Mhm.
I don't know
Yep.
how big the city is across, but it's not that
But
big.
you were
Or it's bigger.
locating the same type of hat, like basically Madeline's sisters.
A creature, a dust hag.
Yes.
Does that work? It doesn't work under polymorph or anything like that, does it? Or is
If
that
they're
just an illusion?
polymorphed, it does not work. Yes.
But she
Right.
had, I wouldn't know what she had to disguise herself.
Oh, but she actually made a point saying that her sisters kind of only do it out of necessity, versus where Madeline does it because, like they're kind of proud of the fact they're hags almost.
Well, they stay in
They
hag
wouldn't-
form.
yeah.
and things.
They wouldn't do it unless if they actually had to. Where Madeline does it because she's almost ashamed of what she is.
I like it.
Essentially.
I like
Yeah,
this.
almost nothing. I'd say she is.
Yeah.
Very
But
cool.
her sisters are like do it only absolutely necessary, so they wouldn't do it just because. So you were casting it, and we were kind of looping all the way around and to see if we found it, but we didn't find anything. We kind of decided that, all right, maybe they're not in the city at all. Maybe there's a lot of forest area to the north. Well, Renee is moving her camera. There's a lot of forest to the
What are you
north
showing
of.
us? Limrum?
You can't tell because Trevor is the same color as
I
your
saw
chair.
the puppy head. I saw the puppy head.
But he's like just giving me the squinty eyes of like it's bedtime.
His head is right there.
So I was suggesting, Rich, that maybe we head to the south, where that one day travel to the Greenfest was for the other side quest that we have, and that we maybe follow up to see if we find anything there. But that's more like open field area. But to the north of Greyhawk is a lot of forest area that can be more hidden, and maybe that's where the sisters potentially are.
And what's this church? Why are we going to church?
We're going to
We're
go
going
to
to the temples.
We're going to go to the Heronius, and we didn't want to do Pelor without you, so we were calling it. We honestly called it. Chris called it about 20 seconds before you joined up.
Yeah.
I called. I said, yeah, let's just go ahead and call it here because I don't want to do the temples without. I really like to have Octavian here to do the temples.
Oh, thank you.
And everybody's like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I saw the screen flash, and then I saw your thing pop up, and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well, Exotic at least made it before anyone left.
But I mean, it was
11:34
anyway, so it was.
Yeah. I would have been 2 hours,
Yeah,
an hour role play after.
No, but we actually started really late. We started closer to like 7:45 today.
Yeah, we did start a little late, but the
8 o'clock.
part of that was because I was trying to get some stuff set up, and this is the first week that I've been back in the office at work, so it's getting home and trying to eat and get things set up for the game is tough. So I think 7:30 may be our start time going forward, just to give me an extra half an hour.
If you need it, yeah, that's fine. Do I have any more locate creature left? Did you use up the whole hour?
The whole hour is gone now.
So that was your only 4th level spell slot. Sorry, use it.
That's why I prepared that one.
But Clebrim didn't even have to use her death ward that you cast on her the night before, because her opponent didn't even land a single blow.
Are we going back there for more fighting?
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, Clebrim would definitely want to go back for more.
And we gotta check out this arena still too, right? Wasn't there like a big old arena? There's a lot. There's a lot we gotta look at.
There's a lot to check out, guys. I gotta call it. I got some stuff I gotta do before I go to bed. I now have a body paint in the morning, so
yeah, and I'm getting up and going to. I got a golf in the morning, so let's go ahead and say goodnight. Thanks a lot to everyone that came out. CD, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks, CD.
We don't have an actual chat up here because we can't really chat while we're gaming, but appreciate you guys coming up, everybody that came out tonight and hung out with us. We will be back in 2 weeks, at least that's the plan right now, which would be July 30th, the last Friday of the month. We'll get 3 games in July. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the plan at the moment.
I can't wait.
And
I'm actually kind of jealous that Renee got to do like a little bit of a battle that she had. So like Renee actually she had a choice whether to just like roll dice one way or the other, like high or low, or just like
it would have been like athletics checks
in battle. Yeah, but still like one to the other. But no, it was like a legit battle between the two of you.
Like initial battle. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I'm a little jealous that you guys do that.
Hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Have a good week. We will see you on Tuesday. Where Russ and I will be back for Nerds with Alcohol show. So come on out, 8 o'clock Tuesday right here on Twitch.
Peace.
Have a good week.
Good night. Good game, guys.
Night.